Hi, Minties! Welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you could be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. Because of him, Uncanny Omar, the little host, Astonishing Melanie, and together we are Omni.
The little host.
I don't know. I'm half co. Good morning. Where are you guys from? Hey, Jess and Warren, morning from Eubank, Kentucky. Cool.
I didn't know you were from Kentucky, Warren.
Yeah, it's definitely frosty outside. Hey, Kenneth, stay frosty. Bonjour, everyone, from Roy.
What's up, Roy?
DC rep in the thumbnail.
God, dude, I wish. Like, there ain't no DC books coming out. Gotham Central comes out, though, next week. So that should be in the thumbnail if I get it early enough. Hey, everyone. Glad to have this weekend off and join in the chat. Jess, we are glad you're here. Show's
Jess,
canceled.
what do you do?
Omar
What's
had
your job?
a stack of Conan.
Conan Omnibus.
I did not. No, that would hurt. What's up,
I clicked
Jeff?
the wrong I entered the wrong studio, and I was like, "Where are the comments?" I'm like, I don't know.
Morning from Canada.
Hey, Joaquin.
Joaquin, what's up, buddy?
Check out Joaquin's YouTube channel.
What's it called?
And
worst checkout ever. Hey, Omni, what's up from the UK?
Hold up.
Good morning, Melanie and Omar. So good to see you and be with you today. I'm watching from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Because I'm subscribed. Thank you very much.
What's up, Robert? How are you, brother? Edmonton, Alberta. We've been there. Y'all have open country. It's no man's land.
It was definitely windy there.
Lobster Johnson. Yeah, as soon as I get it, I will be doing an overview, whether Dark Horse sends it or I buy it myself. I love Lobster Johnson, so it's about time. Oh my gosh. I remember thinking, why don't we have a Lobster Johnson hardcover? That was well over a decade ago. How you folks from London still recovering from seeing more BS? Yeah, I got to go see that probably tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. Israel, I knew that bar. Hello from France. Best YouTube channel ever. Thank you so much, Londo. Hola, wait a minute. Hola a todos. Acá viendo desde Lima, Perú. César, tú eres de Lima. Tú sabes que yo nací en Lima. Viva Perú, carajo. Dude, we won. We got to make it to the World Cup. You were in Florida, Jeff. Well, man, I love that state.
Joaquin, please, what's your channel? I'm scrolling through. I can't find it.
Joaquin, what's your channel? I'm so sorry. Hey, Omni, have you received a copy of Incredible Hulk by Peter David Omnibus Volume 4? I haven't seen a preview copy anywhere. I'm worried it might get pushed back again. Got pushed back until May. I haven't received the copy. I just got Moon Knight 2. Well, yeah, the things I got in the thumbnail. Moon Knight 2 just came in yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? X-Men, they were kind enough to send me both covers of Fall of the Mutants, so I'll be definitely giving one away whenever we do our huge giveaway. This is the direct market cover here, and I love the standard edition cover. It doesn't get better than that Alan Davis cover. And then what's the other book I got? There was another, was it an OHC maybe? Maybe it was a Marvel Masterwork. But and then I got the Star Wars. This is the newest printing. I love this cover by Mark Brooks. I believe it's got 3 printings or 3 covers, right?
That's why I couldn't remember the name, because it's his name.
It's his name.
It's Joaquin Max. Thank you, James.
Yeah,
James is like our producer.
This
He
is
knows
James.
everything. Lobster Johnson's weakness is boiling water and garlic
it's
butter.
Messed up. I picked up Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 Omnibus. Well, Jeff, I got some bad news. There's no Volume 2, so you're going to have to pick up Volumes 4 and 5 of the oversized hardcovers.
Chris really enjoyed your 1-year reflection.
Oh, thanks, man.
Time. I really appreciated your honest thoughts and advice you gave.
Thank you. It was didn't know which route I was going to go with that or where it was going to go when we started filming it, but yeah, it brought out a lot of things, and I think that were important to talk about. Canada qualified for the World Cup. Well, the Peru's got to get there. What's up, Michigan, Matthew?
Ken's got a quick question.
Any
updates on some Superman collected editions like Omnis and deluxe hardcovers?
No, but I did see Death Metal Omnibus coming. So finally that's been, well, it is in the catalog, so that's good. I love discovering what books you've moved work behind you. Yeah, still looking for my box of X-Men Omnis. Can't find them. I don't know where they are. Soy de Chiclayo, pero vivo en Lima ahora. Mi papá, él nació en Callao. Y mi mamá es de Iquitos.
You can also find Joaquin's channel by searching Finding Fandom.
Finding Fandom. That's what he does. He does a lot of interviews there.
Happy Sunday.
Michael is
April Fools.
What's up, Dean?
April Fools.
How's it going, buddy?
Okay.
Good question. Matt's asking an important question that nobody's asked.
Okay, simply. Oh, that's why I couldn't.
Oh, yeah, baby. Look at the spines. You get this in the standard edition, which is the classic fight between Wolverine and Sabretooth. What is that from? Issue 220. Is it 222, I think? And then the Cyclops from the Fall of the Mutants cover from issue 26 of X Factor. That's by Walter Simonson. So direct market, standard edition. Pretty cool. Everything else looks the same, like that awesome cover back there of Mark Silvestri, Storm.
Bar, I'm sorry to hear that you have a fever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling well and get better.
Mark,
what's up, buddy?
Hello, greetings from London. I've recently started London, Kentucky, or London, England. I've recently started buying Omnis, and I've missed out on some. I would like, including the Uncanny X-Men 1 through 4. Do you think they'll come back in stock?
Yeah, I know 3 and 4 are still available with the original spine design. If you want to go that route, I know when they get reprinted, they'll have the new spine design. 2 is completely out of print already, so I'm sure that will be back. I don't see that being gone too long.
Can you show the Moonlight?
A bunch of spine washers.
Moon Knight.
I got you.
2 spine.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that, Maximus Jackson started a wall of Wolverine in my classroom. All student drawn to put up. I love it.
What a great idea.
Oh, I'm jealous. I've got my Why Me Wolverine poster up where he's like on his knees and it's like, why me? I love it. Got some Undertale pics that kids drew. So
no, you get every kid to draw Wolverine.
No, you can no longer access Near Mint Condition's happiest video because it's an April Fool's joke, and I didn't want people to on the Saturday it's still available and think there was an Alpha Omni coming. So that was a lot of fun. She was the only lady that everyone else didn't. The comic store owners didn't want to be on film, and she was the only one.
No, you recorded somebody else, but she had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, she didn't know.
What's Alf? The youth has no idea what Alf is.
I did ask. Yeah, one youth and
youth.
She said, "Yeah, Alf's like from the 70s."
Alf's from
I was like, "Oh, not that far."
Alf is like from the 70s.
Anyway, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we just kind of spontaneously just went comic book shopping yesterday. Say Ontario. Viva Peru, carajo. Jack Ferry knows what's up.
Well, it's London, England. Okay.
We do have somebody that watches from London, Kentucky. All right, let's see. Let's see what Michael Edmonds.
Quick question. The store normally sells 10,576 trading cards a month. In July, the store sold a total of 20,777 trading cards. How many more trading cards did the store sell in July compared to normal?
Melanie?
Well, just take it and subtract it.
There's your answer. Rest in peace, Alf. Did he die?
All right, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Omar, just got my first absolute Ross Dini, World's Greatest Superhero.
Love that one.
Case scratches the book cover when pulling out. Any tips on how to protect it?
No, but if I remember, that one is also the most one of the most unique ones because it's not the same dimensions as the other absolute editions. It's actually bigger. I've seen people. This is what do people do? Put dryer sheets in between them. I don't. To me, it's okay. I've had them like one of the edges of my, I think it was absolute top 10. I think scratched a little bit of the top. I was okay with that. But they put like dryer sheets or Kleenexes in between them so that when they come out smooth. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, 1 year anniversary doing this. It's been one heck of a ride for sure. So the back is the direct market cover. The front is the standard edition cover. No picture on the spine. Interesting. But let's see. Here is, well, one of my favorite pictures here. Walter Simonson drawing X Factor. Yeah, you all made this happen. You voted for this. The polls are going to be really interesting to see what happens this time around. Just kind of give you an idea what the frame looks like there. And some more Silvestri artwork there. This one's printed at the Donnelly printer.
Partworks Comics Reader has a big trade haul coming, including most of Resurrection, a few gaps to fill. Am I right? The Prime one-shots are in only in Extraordinary Volume 4 and Royals Volume 1. Also, how is the 2017 cable?
Cable from 2017? I'm trying to think.
London, Texas.
Oh, wait. It was okay. It was okay.
Good morning.
And yes, the Prime is in those particular what's up, Ace, you and your creepy avatar of the Howard the Duck female.
Did you answer both questions?
Prime, yeah, I said Prime was in the
Okay.
in that volume, and Cable 2017 was okay. I don't think anything like it got canceled. Because that was during that weird time whenever Young Cable came into the picture towards the end of the what's it called, the oh my gosh, Extermination.
Thank you for the super chat, bandwagon fan. 1 year on YouTube was such a great video. It was timely because I've been talking to my team about doing video content. Had me crying at the end.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, not thank you for crying, but thank you for the super chat and the kind words. It's been crazy.
And another super chat. Thanks, Mike Irish. Hey, y'all. Do you think we will see any more DC Earth 1 graphic novels?
It's been a while. Let's see some Earth 1 Plastic Man and Earth 1 Ambush Bug and Earth 1 Guy Gardner. That would be awesome. Maybe that's just me. Kyle Rayner.
Matt can't wait for that book. And hey, Omar, is the Dark Knight's Metal Omnibus coming next year?
I think it's this year. The catalog shows it this year, towards the end of the year. I'm going to be trying to put something together maybe for Monday for the people that are curious about what shows up in the catalog. I think they're done.
True graphic novel fan just managed to find Mouse after months of searching. Really powerful and heartbreaking story. Oh, yeah, it was.
That one hits.
I didn't know it was difficult to find. Maybe where you live? In the local comic book store. I saw it yesterday. And Joseph is saying, let Marvel know we need Savage Sword of Conan Volume 1 Omni reprint. It'll help sell the future volumes. Some won't start getting the books if the early ones are out of stock for years.
It didn't make it to our top 20, man. So you all voted. I know there was a stealth reprint of Conan, the original Marvel years. I don't know if there'll be a stealth reprint of Conan, the Savage Sword of Conan. Maybe. I really don't know. I hope there is, for the people that missed out on it, because I think volume 1 and 2 are out of print.
So, hey, new Spooey channel. Omar, did you ever get a new essay, X-Men Volume 1? I remember you saying the original cover is not glossy like the others.
Yeah, I still have my original one. That's one of the boxes that's missing or misplaced. I didn't get a review copy of the new one, so I assume it's fixed and it's glossy like the rest of the Marvel Masterworks.
You didn't change your shirt. You've got the Player One shirt on, and I've got Starscream. We're not matching. Gosh.
Oh, no. Now people can stop watching.
Hey, Graham. Omni, have you read the 1972 Marvel Doc Savage run? I was about to read it, but I don't know if it was any good.
I have not read it, buddy. I have not. I'd like to. Omar, will you be sharing your votes for the Tiger Eyes poll? Oh, yeah. So we need to talk about that. Tiger Eyes every year has a poll, holds it over at the Marvel Masterworks, but all you really need to do is email your votes in. So they do the most wanted Marvel Omnibus polls. Like, so if you have, I believe it's 5 or 10 of them, you send it into this email. And let me make sure I have the right email. What is it called? It's Omnibus poll. Oh my gosh, what is it? Most wanted. Give me 1 second, everybody. Most wanted. Boy, I love doing this on live streams. What is it? Marvel Secret Ballot? Okay, here it is. I'll put this in the description of the video, as well as putting it in the chat right now. So if you go to this email right here, God bless America. Technology, man. Did I talk about technology? How much I hate it when I was doing my year in review? All right, so this is the email. You email most wanted Marvel Omnis, and they take a poll. And I will be announcing the top 50. So we did. I announced the top 50 last year. Tiger Eyes was kind enough to reach out to me. So same thing. I'll announce the top 50. You go there, or you email this Marvel Omni Secret Ballot at gmail.com, and you email your top 10 most wanted Marvel Omnibus, whether it's Darkhawk or whatever it is. You put it there, and then I read it.
Thank you, Bob, for the super chat. Can you please do a magnetic press video where you just recommend all of your favorite books? It'll really help me get into European book comics.
Yeah, I've done one for Humanoids, right? I need to do one for Magnetic Press. I need to find the books first. But yes, I will.
Hi, Jeffy.
What's up, Jeff? Jeffy.
And we had another super chat. Your shirts aren't matching. That's it. I'm unsubscribed.
Thanks. Thanks, Ace. Thanks, Melanie.
Suing you all.
Suing
it's your
us.
fault. I said, let's wear it next week.
Pre-ordering Omnis while watching the stream, all Omar's fault, by the way.
Well, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. What Omnis are you getting, man?
Greg, he did watch Moon Knight.
Yeah, actually, Amanda and I reviewed it last night. I thought it was a pretty solid start, pretty fun. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10. She liked it more than I did. I think she gave it an 8. Omar, I know you love your love of JSA by Jeff Johns. What is, in your opinion? My opinion of his Hawkman, it's pretty solid. Hawkman was probably one of the most underrated series coming out at the time. Some really great stories in there. The crossover with the JSA is one of my favorite stories of all time. And that one is out of print. I'm sure that will be back. I mean, they're reprinting all kinds of, they're reprinting all kinds of things that's showing up in the catalog. So hopefully they'll come out. Batman and Robin is coming back into print. Brightest Day, like just random DC Omnis.
Dead Collector, yeah, the reprint. Oh, Epic Collection.
That's coming out this week. Yeah. So big shout out to, again, all the people helping me with that, Louise, James, and Chris, and Curtis. Important to note that poll does not include reprints. Correct.
So the
Marvel, it's what you want, right? Like what you want them to make that they haven't made it yet. Last year, I think I sent them the top 20, maybe. Yeah, just see what happens. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's going on, Aaron?
I found a reprint of Batman Robin Omni in the DC catalog as well.
That's there. Bronze Age House of Secrets, I think. Everyone vote for you. Are dead to me, Johnny Never. Oh my God! If y'all waste your votes with Alf, would be crazy. Your relationship with David Gabriel is getting us some great reprints from Marvel. Any chance of connecting with someone at DC in the same role? I do have a contact, Clark Bull, and he emails me twice a year with looking into it, and we'll see what happens. That's pretty much it. He's a busy guy. I mean, they run a different ship over there at DC. It would be cool. I would love it, but I'm trying to do my part without being a pest, right? Maybe I'm already on an ignored list. I don't know. Hey, what's up?
I wanted to know about the difference between Meta Baron's hardcover and definitive edition. Thank you.
Definitive edition is bigger. It comes in a slipcase. The hardcover is everything. Plus, the hardcover actually has more pages than the definitive edition. So there is that. It's just in a smaller case, it's a smaller book. It's great if you've not read it though. Definitive for me because I love the artwork in it. It's one of my favorite artists. Just picked up a copy of X-Men Age of Apocalypse Omni this week. Looking forward to reading it. Adored 90s artwork, and Apocalypse always has been. Oh, you're gonna love it then. You're gonna love it, Kit.
He is a good villain. Thank you, Murph. Thank you, Celestials. Congrats on the 1 year. Thanks for making a positive community. You have helped me go through a divorce.
Man. I'm sorry, brother.
And you also inspired me, and I now have my own YouTube channel and made my own comic book on Indiegogo. Thank you. Hey, that's awesome.
Dude, what's up? What's your comic?
Yeah.
Put it in the comment section, man. That's awesome, brother. Murph Ballad Celestials. Is that your channel as well? I assume. Man, I'm sorry about the divorce. I know it's like, and I always say that because even if you want the divorce, it's still hard to go through. Even if you're the one that's wanting it. It's a horrible ordeal. So I'm sorry you went through that. I'm glad we could help out a little. So thank you for the kind words and the super chat.
Goosey's asking for everybody for opinions on getting into more manga and anime. suggestions for anime are old school. Except I did recently rewatch One Punch Man because it's a lot of fun. There's a season 2, but I'm scared it's just not going to be as good. I kind of feel like the story ended, like that's all there is to it. Well, I mean, it did leave a couple of things that could be in the story. But yeah, One Punch is good. And I flipped through the manga yesterday in the store, and I was like, yeah, it's exactly the same. The anime is exactly the same as the manga. Tons of panels that were, animated just verbatim. Can you animate verbatim? Yes, you can. And
yes, you can.
But let's see. So, man, we always give the same recommendations.
All right, then don't.
What's something else for?
I don't know. What do you? I like old stuff. I'm sorry. I like things like Appleseed, Gunsmith Cats, Orion, just old stuff that nobody really reads or talks about. Shadow Lady, but my favorite ones are stereotypical. No, Shadow Lady's not available. A lot of those are not available, but because nobody mentions them on YouTube channels, beauty is they're still pretty easy or pretty cheap to find. As soon as a jerk on YouTube's like, let me give you my top 20 favorite manga of all time, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about in general, man, people go out and go get these books, and then it becomes,
how dare somebody share an opinion?
Stop sharing opinions so my manga can stay cheap. Speaking of manga,
Asadora, it's almost over. That's good. And 20th Century Boys, anything. What's his name? What's the Kurosawa.
The Pluto. By the way, speaking of manga, we are very happy to finally announce that the manga videos are coming back tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Along with the brand new Berserk and Blade of the Immortal Volume 5, because Dark Horse, wonderful folks at Dark Horse, Udon has been great. Yen Press, Viz, still waiting on them to make decisions or blow me off, whatever.
Yeah, so it'll be Dark Horse, manga,
Udon
manga,
and Yen Press. They were the ones that were like, sure, yeah. I mean, it's just it's a matter of getting approval, because I'm not taking a chance. It's not I love Viz. I love Rumiko Takahashi. She's one of my favorite mangaka. But the minute that I get a strike on my channel that could destroy the community we've built, and it's just it's not worth it. And the job, right? David, thank you for the super chat, brother. Happy Saturday, Omar. Melanie, question. Buddy of mine is kind of annoyed of all these random fans popping out, but I think it's good. I think the more fans come out, the more material or reprints are being made. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I always think of like my brother's taste in music is very hipsterish, right? As soon as everybody else finds out about this band, he's like, whatever, that band sold out. And I'm like, no, it makes it good. Like, more people are finding out. I'm not annoyed by it. I'm not what my buddy Maddie likes to call a gatekeeper. I think it's great. I think the more people that are reading are awesome. I mean, that's the point, right? We want these things to spread out. We want to spread the joy of all these wonderful books, so the next generation can carry the torch when we're gone, and we have new readers, and we have new books and new reprints.
Just like carry the torch of love for Reboot. It needs to go on.
Nothing like that at all.
Jack, thank you for this.
Thank you for the super chat, my brother.
X title should get an Omni. Long overdue.
Exiles or Generation X? 100% one of those two. Generation X probably more than Exiles, and then Exiles. Mutant X would be an all-in-one, though. If you go back last year, I did my top 20 most wanted X-Men Omnis, if you want to watch that video. Some of them have come out. Now, you're talking about new titles, but if I had to choose one long overdue X-Men title that actually has the words X-Men in it, then that is, of course, Mike Carey's X-Men Legacy. Mike Carey's X-Men Legacy, top notch. Kieran Gillen's also, but Carey had a longer run and long overdue. I don't think they did complete collections of his era, so long overdue, my brother. Hey, guys, thank you so much for the recommendation of Titans for my 8-year-old daughters. I've never seen her so excited. Yes, that's awesome, dude. What do they scream? Sweet. Oh, yeah. Dude, I love that. Yeah, reading that with my daughters, doing different voices for the characters. It was a lot of fun. Brings back memories.
Thank you, Mariano, for the
super sticker. Super sticker, yeah. Thank you so much.
Does David Gabriel deal with all types of Marvel books or just Omnis? Please whisper to him. I'd love an Annihilation Conquest paper.
You want me to whisper to him?
Whisper in his ear.
He sees all the collected editions. So Marvel Masterworks, Epic Collection. Epic Collections was his idea, actually. Such a humble guy. He doesn't brag about that. Epic Collections like #1 best-selling trade paperbacks in a long time, and that was his baby. So it was great. Omar, this was my first Omni reprint poll, so I wanted to ask how long before Marvel starts announcing 2023 Omni releases. Usually I'll start seeing some probably next month. Well, we may, maybe if they decide to go our route, right? They have every right to do their own thing, or maybe or listen to us. So we'll see. It's been great. It's been great.
Sacrilegious Saturday start off. If Wolverine by Aaron is not making the cut, snicked. Howell goes to hell and the X-Men stack up. Near mint solo Mar year 2, the better of all your
right
stories.
Year two is the best.
I'm almost done with it. I was like, here, I'll read it. Let's see.
How do you not just sit there? That book is so fast to read.
No, I did read a lot of it, and then I put it to the side and started reading my paperback.
Books.
Yeah.
If you're not digging Aaron's Wolverine, then you're probably not gonna like Goes to Heck Saturday stream.
Goes to heck.
But you missed two super chats. Okay, I'm sorry.
Scrolling down to
I'm sorry.
see where
I'm not micromanaging. But you may like Wolverine and the X-Men because it's a different take. It's like I
was like Kurosawa.
Sorry. Amanda and I were talking about Seven Samurai yesterday. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Wolverine and the X-Men. It's more like he takes this role of you know how he's like a dad figure to people like Kitty Pryde and Armor and Jubilee. Well, he kind of takes that role into this whole school, to the Jean Grey school. So I loved it. I thought it was a good take on the character. There's a lot of like forced crossovers that kind of slow the pace down of the story. But overall, I liked it. And I love the new Hellfire Club. It's a bunch of kids.
It's true you're not wearing any pants.
I always wear pants, Jorge.
No, Alpha Omnibus was a April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah, that was on Melanie.
Oh, just having fun. Somebody was saying that. Oh, wait. My son is going to be, the collector is going to be 14 this month. He enjoyed reading Promised Neverland. Any manga recommendations for him?
At 14? If he's already doing Promised Neverland, that's good, man.
Lydia years ago reading it. She's
like,
I don't think I'm supposed to be reading this.
She's so cute. That was my bad. I think Attack on Titan is a good one. People really love that. People really like the Juju. What was it? Juju Kites. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I sound like an old man trying to. That Juju Kaisen is a good old manga.
That's a good old man voice.
I know. I'm ready. I've been ready to be an old man for a long time. Let me see. Things like that. Any of the Junji Ito books, I think would be great. If he likes the more darker tones. As a father, like now, like okay, here's the thing. Like Omar and 14-year-old Omar, Berserk would have blown my mind. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And I would have like tried to get my friends to read it. Now, as a father, my daughter's gonna be 14 in a couple of years.
Nope.
Heck no.
Nope.
Berserk better stay away from my daughter's hands. So I don't know. It's kind of hard, right? Like I want to say Berserk, but it's rough. It's rough. But maybe like things like Vinland Saga. Yeah, Vinland Saga is good. Or Vagabond. I think both of those are pretty solid. A little mature themes. Yeah. Mature themes in Blade of the Immortal for sure. But I think Blade of the Immortal, not as much as Berserk. I think Berserk has more mature themes. Anyway, those are some of the ones that.
Thank you for the super chat, Masked Anakin. Hey, Omar, love your content. Thanks for the update. Any chance we will get a Star Wars heir to
Empire Trilogy
and Tales of the Jedi Omni?
I think those have been selling really good. It's so much so that they had to reprint Jason Aaron's Star Wars, Gillen's Darth Vader, and Dr. Aphra already. So hopefully we will get some. Wow, what a question, man. Akira or Berserk? Berserk is perfection. You know why? Because Berserk never finished. So we don't know how great it could have been, how amazing. So the story will always continue. Akira actually has a definitive ending, and I love it. I think it's great. But the thing about Akira is that Akira ended after he was done with the anime. So the anime ended first, or I'm sorry, the movie ended first, and then he went back and finished it. Kind of like what Miyazaki did with, oh my gosh, I almost called it Warriors of the Wind. Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. Started the manga. They took an interest in making it into a film adaptation. They made the film. Then he went back years later and finished the manga. So in that way. But for me, it's Berserk. I love Berserk. I had no idea hell and sperm were adult words until Saturday. Oh, where did the S word come from?
One of my students.
The Heckfire Club.
The D word.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Thank you all. Well, I'm correcting myself.
I showed it. The D word. And she was like, she came from up north. She's like, it's not a cuss word up there. And then I came to this school and it's like, what? I was like,
not a curse word.
Kaiju number 8 is great. What about High School
Kaiju number 8? I heard that. And I haven't read High School Girl. But I heard Kaiju number 8, so I want to pick that up.
Berserk Watch?
Melanie, why didn't I get a Berserk Watch for my birthday?
Well, when did it come out?
When did it come out, Josh?
Who whispered today that we need an Iron Man armor?
I don't know how well he's going to take me whispering in his ear. He's going to be like, you need to stop talking to me.
Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Omar and Melanie. Thanks for sharing your experiences working as a full-time influencer. Tough job, but you're a perfect fit because you connect well with people. Hoping for a Superman bird on
me too, Christina. Me too. Thank you so much for the super
you.
Chat. And thank you for the kind words.
John, I'm so sorry. I started your super chat, though. Ordering X-Men.
Fall of the Mutants.
Okay.
I should have made you guess.
I was going to guess.
Photon, Poor Chargers, Torpedo Man.
Straczynski, Spidey, Volume 1. Brubaker, Daredevil, Volume 1. Death and Return of Superman. And Jeff Johns, Teen Titans.
Love it, buddy.
Titans,
Great. Oh,
Jeff
these
Johns.
are good, man. Those are some good books right there. I'm serious. I'm not disappointed at all. I'm really happy that you got those, brother.
What's the most innovative vampire comic story? I just rewatched Blade, so I need some vampirism.
In comic format or Anne Rice book format? I like Anne Rice. Did you ever read any of her stuff?
No.
Oh, man, it's good. She passed.
I
forgot she passed away a couple of years ago.
He said comic story.
Okay, comic story. For me, oh, man,
we did that review of Bleed Them Dry with the Saki like really last week. That the Atticus, he's a pretty sexy vampire.
Easy. I love Vampire Hunter D. But those are light novels. Those are novels.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. But American Vampire,
Night Stalkers, baby. You gotta go with the Night Stalkers, dude. That's some fun Marvel 90s. You have Hannibal King, Drake, and my boy Blade. We were talking about actually like how the Marvel universe could use the Night Stalkers. Private Detective Fight Island. Is that what we're calling? Yep, that's what it is. Helsing. What about Helsing? Did you like that?
Oh, thank you, Josh. Yes.
Oh, Josh, yeah. Helsing's a good one.
Helsing, yes.
Savage Lands. If you've not read Savage Lands, somebody else suggesting that, I'm sure these guys got you. These guys got you. These Savage Shores is what it was called, right?
People are like, D word. What's that? What's a backwards D word?
Wonderful.
Vampire Christmas.
Really, really solid. I never read any of the Anita Blake comics because I always saw them in discount bins, like for $1. So I was like, nope. Even with that Brett Booth artwork, I was like, nah, man, no. I'm done. These Savage Shores, that was it.
How's the unpacking going? I like the new backdrop. My boy Doc Strange right behind you.
Oh, thanks, man. That's gonna move because I gotta open it up and do an overview of it.
Somebody asked about Aaron's run. Is it good?
Oh, yeah. If you've never read Doctor Strange, it's a great introduction to the character.
Whispering is much more personal than an email.
Right.
Hexing, I know. Oh my gosh. 30 Days of Night.
I never did. Okay. You know why? For a second, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I didn't dig that story. My friends really dug it. My buddy Dennis, my buddy Alan, and my buddy Mike loved 30 Days a Night. And I was like, man, I already read that. It's a Tales from the Crypt. It's in a Tales from the Crypt was able to do it in like 12 pages, what he's done in the entire run of 30 Days a Night. And if you don't know what it is, it's a cool premise. The premise is like, or is it up north, where you don't get any sunlight in like a month's time or 2 months' time or something. So vampires are like living good and living it up there. It's a wonderful short story comic in Tales from the Crypt. But it's okay. Mike Mignola's adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Ooh.
Okay, the watches just went up for pre-order.
What? It's super groupies. Is that a real thing? I need a birthday gift.
Hey, Matthew, we got your art to show here in 25 minutes.
Did you read Dune?
No.
No, Matthew.
It's been a whole week. Has Melanie read Dune yet? My best friend was over and she was saying how she tried to read it, but she was bored. All I know is he is a Cuisinarch's Atarak. That's all I know.
Oh man, I love that book. So good. Anything from Ram V.
I'm finishing up Deus Iria.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It actually halfway through it got better by Phil K. Dick and somebody I don't know, Zelensky. Yes, Taurus to say anything from Ram V is fantastic. He needs to finish the Brigands trilogy though, and we read the many lives of Layla Starr and Taurus.
I need to read that. You snatched that from me. Night Stalkers versus Street Fighter. Who said that? That's brilliant.
I snatched it from. I think it was New Movie Channel.
Here, give me this for a second. You've been hogging it. The daughter of Blade getting introduced in Free Comic Book Day X-Men, or I fell for a really sophisticated April Fool's. One of the two. Night Stalkers versus Dark Stalkers. Wait a minute.
What's Night Stalkers?
You mean Night Warrior? Oh, Night Stalkers from Marvel Universe.
Oh.
I'd read that.
Or play it. Sounds like
I never did dig Vamps, but people really enjoyed that, Tara. Like, they really liked Vamps. I was going to say, it's a little bit of a spoiler, but a certain character in Preacher is a good, I think that had a really good vampire story. Have you heard from Max when they'll start combining pre-orders? That's coming when the new website is up, and the new website is about done. And I was actually, he sent me the way it looks on the phone, the way it looks on the, yeah, I'm very excited for him, man. Is that Wolverine hardcover behind you a vampire story? Oh yeah, he fights Dracula. So I guess it's a vampire story. I never did like the X-Men versus the vampire era. I did dig Tomb of Dracula though. So why did I mention Tomb of Dracula? Go with Tomb of Dracula. I'm sorry.
That's true.
I choose to believe Omar is still calling Kate Kitty because
he's hoping Emma will slap the taste out of his mouth.
Oh my gosh. No, can we make, is that a thing? Can we make that happen? Show our support. Hit that like. Thank you, Buggy.
Hit that like, y'all.
Y'all don't know. Buggy's been watching our channel for like 5 or more years. He's a super cool dude. Somehow he still came back after all that nonsense we went through. Years, man. That's awesome, dude. Omar, you're a comic book encyclopedia, but what brings me back, thank you, by the way, and led me to Patreon is how you bring your heart and humanity into things. Appreciate the love you put into it and send out. Thanks, hermano. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for being part of all of this and Patreon. It's been a crazy ride.
There's a new vampire series by Jeff Lemire called Little Monsters that had a great first issue.
Haven't read it yet. Is he drawing it?
The bad word that starts with D is Didio. Doom, blasphemy, melody.
She hasn't read it. She was quoting her friend.
What? No, that was my mom. She liked Dune, and we would say Cuisinarch's hat rack. What art did I send in? I don't know. Omar, blow it.
I got you, buddy. I got you. A big fat prelude. How do you say that?
I don't know.
I've heard of both prelude and the prelude.
I always said preface, and then this English teacher's like, it's preface.
Preface.
Like,
I've heard that. I remember, well, here in Kentucky, I remember prelude was the thing that my English teacher taught. So that's why I think I've always said it that way. But when I went to university,
I'm so British.
When I went to
university, to go to
my college, my English professor was like, "No, it's prelude. Why would you say prelude?" I'm like, "I don't know, because it's chest of drawers."
It's chest of drawers.
Chest of drawers. I come from Kentucky, not chest of drawers. Chest of drawers. Wait, what was it? Omar, please make it happen. 2 Mutant Mask. Oh, okay. Ken Man, what's up, buddy?
I thought at one point, many years ago, there was a Vampire manga that adapted the light novels. Yep, there was.
DMP.
But I don't really remember it.
I think they made it to like volume 4. We have 3 of them. They sent it to us for reviews years ago when we were doing magazine reviews.
About heroes.
And about heroes, yeah.
How was the wedding last weekend? I hope you all had a great time. It was
a lot of fun.
And Betty was beautiful.
She was.
And it was a lovely ceremony. And
I officiated it.
Was
so now it's legal.
So there was some humor in it, and Maddie and Elliot had fun just being goofy up there, and yeah,
it was really chill. Like they wrote their own vows, so when I had them repeat it, they couldn't remember their vows. So I'm like, we'll do this one word at a time.
You did say a long sentence for them.
I thought they wrote it, so I was like, well, they're gonna know what to say.
No, it was a different. They modified a version of the Celtic vows.
Oh, okay.
So they get
Overview coming out in a week or two, and so will that, and so will that, and that we're still figuring out a way. So a nice viewer sent us a copy of the JLA Avengers, and I don't need it, and I asked if I could give it away. So we're trying to think of a way to raffle it off, and all the proceeds will go to the Hero Initiative of the Cancer Society. You know, just my small way of paying it forward. And I also want to make it fair. And by the way, I've gotten a lot of emails about that and about the 1 year anniversary video. Thank you all for reaching out, especially about the 1 year anniversary video. Just your wonderful emails that really hit. So I am going to go through each one of those and email back. As far as that, though, to the few people that emailed me about selling it, I can't sell it. I don't think it would be right. I think I'm trying to make it fair, and we would pay for shipping, by the way. So they would be, whatever we decide to do would be open to anybody overseas. It's just I like paying things forward, and I would feel really guilty selling it, even though all the money would go towards a good cause, but it would lessen the chance of some other people getting it. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, guys. What's up, LA Comics Cave? DC, I thought it was DC in the house. DC in the house. All right, DC in the house.
Thank you, Keenan, for the super chat. Good morning.
I've been
guys.
talking to Keenan.
I think we all have an idea of your favorite comics, but what are some of your favorite movies? Like, what are a few from your top 10?
I got you, baby. Keenan, I'm gonna Instagram message you. Am I saying it right? I'm gonna IG
I don't know.
I'm gonna DM you. DM you. Check your DMs, my dude. What you do when you put a 40-year-old man in charge of PR. All right. Man Who Shot Liberty Balance, one of my favorite movies of all time. The Untouchables, the 1987 Untouchables with Kevin Costner. It's got that wonderful Morricone soundtrack. Transformers the movie. I'm not kidding. 1986 Transformers the movie. One of the greatest movies ever made.
Obviously, I like it too.
Obviously. Like anime, I don't care. It beats so many other movies. It's part of my childhood, of course. Oh man, this is where it gets tough. So just to name, let me a couple more. Kid of the, I grew up in the 80s, so a lot of those movies mean a lot to me, like Goonies and Back to the Future. Lord of the Rings, though, I really like The Return of the King. I thought Lord of the Rings, put them all together in one big, long 9-hour, 10-hour experience I'm in. Dustin Nguyen draws it. I love Dustin Nguyen's artwork. And let's do one more. Big Top Pee-wee, one of the greatest. Pee-wee Herman wants a pickle. Sorry boys. Game's over.
Yeah.
Game's over.
Pee-wee Herman wants a pickle.
Nobody quotes Big Top Pee-wee more than me and my brother. Or Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah, man. There's Godfather 2. One of the most perfect movies. I love it, man. Avengers Endgame. Or no, Infinity Wars. What about you? What are some of your favorite? I know you love Big Top Pee-wee.
Here, show this.
Okay. Here's Moon Knight Volume 2. Cannot wait to go and do an overview of this.
I don't like Big Top. I like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Interstellar, Fight Club, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
You do love Muppet Christmas Carol.
Come on now. What are some others? That's it. Project Echo.
Oh, we're doing anime. We're doing anime.
Well,
that's hard. That's
Studio Ghibli movies. My Neighbor Totoro, Whisper of the Heart.
Whisper of the Heart's perfection.
And man, that's such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just off the top of my
Dark
head.
Crystal. I love the Dark Crystal.
Never Ending Story.
Yeah, it's got a catchy song.
We'll get demonetized if I sing it.
Yeah,
you're tempting me. Rising Phoenix Railroad. Hi, Omar. Mel, new to Omni's collecting.
Hey, buddy.
Loving your channel. Any suggestions for World War II comics?
As far as Omnibus Editions, there's hardly any. But if you like war comics, you can't go wrong with any of the Joe Kubert stuff. It's phenomenal. There is Tardy GD This War. It's one of the best war comics I've ever read in my life. It's a European comic, but oh my gosh, it is so dang good. See, a lot of the stuff, though, unfortunately, with like the classic DC era of war comics, or even Sergeant Fury, Howling Commandos, and Sergeant Rock. Like that stuff hasn't been collected properly. I think we've had archives and maybe Masterworks. We haven't had them in. We've had maybe one epic collection of Fury, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah, those are some of those. What's Mary? Oh, well, Patreon tier is Omar marry you off, dude. I'll do that for free.
And what comic quotes did you use for the wedding?
Dude, you know I did. Did you catch? You caught a couple, didn't you?
Strangers in Paradise.
Strangers in Paradise. Yeah, beautiful book. And I did a little repeat after me in Brightest Day and Blackest Night.
Oh yeah, you started to.
I did Swamp Thing, absolute Swamp Thing. Yeah.
I thought you mentioned. I didn't know you quoted.
Yes, the Treasury edition back there. I will be showing off in a separate video. It's a beautiful book. It needs its own video.
People are saying it's prelude.
Prelude. See? Yeah, that sounds like a nut. Well, that's a praling.
So the grass question for this week: best Morbius story.
Best Morbius story, man. No, I actually enjoyed his early appearances more than I did. Like, there's a good omnibus and 2 epic collections that collect all those early appearances and gets you ready for the 90s stuff. But for me, I think when he was coming back in those black and white comics, I'm a big fan of the black and white magazines, and those stories were really good. And that's found in the first epic collection and in the omnibus if you need it.
Dave McKay, that's good.
What was it, baby?
Dave McKay's Moon Knight.
Dave McKay's Jed McKay.
Jed McKay.
But he's talking about Morbius. I mean, if you want to throw Moon Knight in there, we can throw Moon Knight in there. You're
right. Talk about
Morbius. But I'll be honest, dude. I love 90s Night Stalkers and 90s Morbius. That Rise of the Midnight Suns era were great. Were any Dark Phoenix Saga quotes? No, I wish, brother. And that's a little joke. Maddie hated the Dark Phoenix Saga, along with Amanda, man. And I was drunk doing that review with them, and I'm like, let me tell you two something.
You don't know comics.
You don't know reading.
Murph Celestials, thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna get a couple here. Omar, are there any X-Men related Omnis you can skip because they're not that relevant? Like, is Alpha Flight or X Factor Volume 2 Omni a must get or can skip?
X Factor for me is not a skip because it is freaking amazing. Like, Peter David taking those C-list characters, that's right, guys. They're C-list. They're not B-list. They're not even B-list. Like, they're C-list characters. And making you care and fall in love with them. So when things happen to them, it breaks your heart. Oh my gosh. Like, that to me is I cannot miss. And I love Alpha Flight, but a lot of that has to do with my childhood. I think it's great. And a lot of the things that John Byrne was doing in Alpha Flight was phenomenal. Experimenting with new things. And I always talk about the Whiteout issue, or the Snowblind. For those of you that don't know the Snowblind issue, whenever I've talked about it on my channel, Snowblind issue is when he took, I think it's 7 or 8 pages. There was a snowstorm, so all the panels are white. So all you see is so there's no drawings. Right, so a lot of people are like, that's just lazy storytelling. But to me, I thought that was really cool. So there are things that in issue number 12 was awesome of Alpha Flight. But as far as like skipping, yeah, I mean, you don't have to get X Factor 1, but Volume 2 is not a skip. You don't have to get Alpha Flight. You don't even have to get things like after a certain era if it doesn't speak to you, like Avengers versus X-Men. Yeah, to me, that stuff is, as a complete as I love it, but it's not necessary. If that's my honest opinion. Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh yes, Craig. Yep.
That scene will rip your heart out, man. That song with
the love is gone.
Yeah, dude, that's so
love
sad.
Is gone. And then it comes back at the end with the love we found.
Yep.
Or the love is found. Oh, I got goosebumps.
She loves giving herself goosebumps.
Thank you, John. Catwoman East End also. Wallet.
Wait, when does Catwoman East End come out? Is that coming out this month? Or is that next month? Oh my gosh, I can't keep up.
Big Stu in Orlando. Hey, buddy. Omar, waving
What's up, buddy?
emoji. When is the Peter Davis She-Hulk Omnibus overview?
Well, I thought it was going to be this month. But maybe I'm going to try to sneak it in. I'm going to try to do 2 a month because there's a lot of books coming. And I got to get in. I got to get in there and do some more. Star Wars or Star Trek or both. Let's see. Star Wars or Star Trek? Doctor Who. That's my answer. Final answer. But I think for me, just if I had to choose between Star Wars or Star Trek, gotta go with a little more Star Wars. You know, the music, the characters. Yeah, just a little tad more than Star Trek. Although I do love the Wells movie. Was it 4? I love Journey Home. Journey Home.
Sure.
You don't know Star Trek. What's up, Kevin?
I remember the movie.
Thank you for the super chat, my brother.
Yeah, and just want to say thanks for turning me on to Berserk. Just finished the first deluxe.
Oh man, I'm so glad you're liking it. And those videos are coming back, including the new volume 10.
Dark Crystal is mine.
Right, brother Doug, dude.
R.I.P.
Dark Crystal was good, and they canceled after the first season of the new Dark Crystal show. Oh, Michael Hammond, are you serious? I got excited when I read that. I realized it was you saying it, and I'm like,
shouting at the spleen, not so much.
You're dead to me.
I have who drew it? My Kermit with
he was a animator.
Yeah.
On oh my gosh.
It's Kermit. I got it from a con. It's Kermit.
He's a Disney animator.
A Jim Henson puppet, and he's talking to him. It's like, oh.
And I've got, which I need to find and get it framed properly and put it over there, is the old school DuckTales meeting the new school DuckTales.
Oh yeah.
That thing cost me an arm and a leg, but it was one of the most beautiful pieces I found. Oh, I had a.
Oh, sorry. I moved it.
It's okay.
Connor?
Yeah, let's go to Connor. Connor, Omar, you mentioned Dark Knight's Meadows coming out in omnibus form. Yes. How do I access the catalog to see future previews? Can't find it. Oh, man, it's a nightmare. It's the Eldweiss, I believe that's how you pronounce it, or Eldweiss catalog. It's the book catalog, not the direct market catalog. They put all their stuff there. Because, see, the book market needs to have this stuff first before anybody else. So that's why they need to order, like, the way the book market works is that they need to have these orders in months ahead of time. So that's why they have access. Like, that's why both Marvel and DC will put everything there in these catalogs. So I'll be doing a video probably on Monday. I gotta make sure I get everything right, and with the amount of times. The Transformers movie's so good, right? Cartoonist Kayfabe did an episode about what? About what, Josh? Melanie interrupted you in the middle of a sentence. What's up, Reed? Catwoman East End comes out May 10th. I thought it was next one. Thank you so much. And if you live in the UK, check out Reed's Comic Shop. I sent a couple people your way because they live in the UK and they were trying to find a couple books. Pokemon or Digimon? Digimon, baby.
Digital monsters, Digimon.
We didn't grow up.
Chub.
Chub.
That's what I always heard. Like the Ewok song.
That's the Ewok song.
I know. I didn't know they were saying champions. I heard chub.
I don't know what you mean.
Now, I feel like who's your favorite Muppet? Gonzo, all the way.
Skeeter. No, I'm just kidding.
Who likes Skeeter? Sorry to shame if you like Skeeter.
Skeeter, like, she didn't even make it to the right. Because Scooter's the one that made it into the show.
Anyway, who are we talking to?
One of the creators of Muppet Babies, and I'm like, why'd you kill Skeeter off? He was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, she was in Muppet Babies, but she didn't make it to the Muppets. I like to think that Skeeter died of a drug overdose in the 80s. That's what he said. I said that. And he was like, he looked at me because he was sketching a book, and he was like, that's an interesting theory. And if that's what you think happened, then that's what happened. And I'm like, all right, that was a good talk.
Of course, understanding Muppet Babies came after.
Right.
The Muppet Show.
WW2 comics, World War II comics. As a kid, I loved GI Combat from DC. Not sure how they hold up. I love the Haunted Tank, and GI Combat was solid. Have they ever been collected? Not properly. That's what I was talking about. They're like, so I don't know if they did proper collections of them. Happy Autism Awareness Day. Hope you both are doing well. Thank you, Joey, and thank you for mentioning that, brother.
Today, Proghat, how do you sing? I sing cash in the chat.
It's a super chat. It's a super chat.
Yeah, when you are
you have to
typing
activate
a comment, or maybe I don't know. When you're typing a comment, it'll give you the option like below it.
Sin is saying is Dread overview a dead overview? No, it's still coming. I have them in boxes. Just like most of my life is in boxes right now. I promise that will come.
Jacob, I'm glad that you're feeling well enough to watch.
I'm sorry that you tested positive. And I hope that's just COVID. Nothing more serious. May 10th for Catwoman East event. Thank you all. No.
Do I have hope for the Morbius movie? affected, influenced by my husband, who says it doesn't look good. So no.
I mean, I could be wrong. It could be like the greatest movie.
I haven't watched the trailer. Yeah, I'm totally influenced by you. Haunted Tank got a showcase.
Yes.
Book.
I'm sorry. That is true. They did get a showcase, which I never did get.
Thanks, Bar. Just want to wish a happy Passover month and dreadful cleanings to all my fellow Jews out here. Eat as much as you can stomach and then some more Purple Heart.
Thank you all so much for all these reminders of all these things that people celebrate all over the world.
Did you hear about the Twitter versus Berserk stuff? What are your thoughts? Nope.
No. Tell me more. And I always have thoughts about Berserk, not so much Twitter. How does the Pat She-Hulk compare to his Hulk? Okay, if you enjoyed Dan Slott's She-Hulk, this is different. Pat makes it more of a buddy cop.
Peter Allen.
Thank you. Road trip type of story that involves a scroll. But I liked it. It was different. Compared to his Hulk, I don't think it's different. It's nothing like his Hulk. His Hulk was groundbreaking, whereas this kind of plays it safe.
Why is she skinny? This is skinny.
Oh, that's an Ed McGuinness cover. I think the regular cover is that one right there from issue number 1. Or from that particular issue. But I enjoyed it for what it was. So yes, I want to know more about this Twitter Berserk thing. Why are there no Inhumans in Omnibus? Would love a Charles Soule Inhumans, man. Inhumans get no love. I remember somebody was griping about the lack of, what was it, Spider-Man Omnis. It was somebody in the comment section said, "Wow, what's going on with Marvel?" And I was like, "Well, we're getting like 7 Spider-Man related Omnis. Think of the poor Inhuman guys. They got like 0 Omnis. A couple of hardcovers at least, though. I don't know, man. The Twitter snowflakes can't stand Berserk might be my favorite thing I've read today. What does that even mean? The Twitter snowflakes can't stand Berserk? I'd watch that movie. Actually, I'd watch that documentary. Hey, Omar, I now have 6 more Dread Custom. Look at Super Laugh Hard. My dude, thank you, man. You're a great guy. Omar, what aspects of Cantwell's Iron Man do you like? You mentioned that you love the series. I hate it, what he did to Hellcat. Oh, I think he understands the character of
no, Mark,
Tony
I'm
Stark.
not. It's just a skinny She-Hulk. I like her thicker.
That's good to know. Me too. Where the heck was I?
Sorry.
Oh man, what was I talking about?
You were talking about
the things that I liked about Cantwell. I think he has Tony Stark's voice down. I think he understands the character. He brought back one of my favorite story arcs of all time into his first arc. Hellcat, give or take, I'm okay. But I'll be honest with you. Hellcat is one of those characters that always gets revamped for whatever modern run, and she hasn't been used properly in years. But then you got to take into consideration where she first started out to begin with and how her character evolved over time. It's a mess.
Yeah, remember Geo gets Inhuman Omnibus?
Yeah, we got to make that happen for my buddy.
She's a lean She-Hulk. Yeah, it did look like a manga inside.
What looked like a manga? Omar, I have that Marvel versus DC trade directly behind you. Oh yeah, I love those, man. To your right, great trade, out of print. They are, and who God knows when they'll be properly collected again.
Random thought: are you able to write off comic purchases?
I am 100%. Here's the thing, brother. Here's the thing when it comes to the channel too. Like I'm writing it off as a tax purpose. That doesn't give me the to go crazy and buy everything, right? Oh, I can write this off because it is a small percentage compared to what you're purchasing it for. So a $100 book, I may be able to write off about, I don't know, $3 worth. Is that worth it? Absolutely not. So you got to think smart with your purchases still. It's one of those things you have to find a balance when it comes to these things. I would love to overview everything. But not every company sends me anything. Like I purchase all my own DC stuff, a bunch of the manga I purchase myself, and I have to be careful with what I purchase because it'd be great to do weekly things for DC, but that would, man, actually it wouldn't be that bad because they hardly publish anything, although they are getting better.
Do you think that Marvel will pass on Punisher Omni reprints because of the logo backlash? I'd say after a while.
Well, people have said that, and then I thought, well, if they wanted to really hide, like people were complaining about the logo, like they changing his logo because they want to change it. But if you look at the Savage Avengers covers, it's got Frank on the cover with his old logo. If they were really gung-ho about
Jose.
gung-ho about changing and making you forget about the logo, it would have been altered. And if you don't believe me, look at the cover of Mutant Massacre and see what's been altered. So that's all I'm saying.
Speaking of DC versus Marvel, what do you think of the amalgam run that they brought out?
Loved
I thought
it.
It was fun.
Loved it, man. Loved it. Doctor Strange Fate. I almost called him Wolverclaws. Dark Claw. Yeah, that was good.
Where do you buy your DC collection from to get them early enough for overviews before release?
Usually my local comic shop gets them in. Not my local comic shop, but the one across town. But usually Cheap Graphic Novels will send them out to me if he gets them early enough.
And I'm going to go get the couple of packages we got in the mail.
Oh, yeah, they're right there.
The artwork?
Yeah, I'll show some artwork off. Gung Ho. Bah. I use that sometimes too. Right. Well, I wanted to censor myself. An hour's passed already. Tell your friends about this channel. Let's get NMC to 100K subscribers. Thank you, brother. Gotta go, guys. Thanks for answering my questions. Have a great weekend, and you as well. Do you think Dark Horse will ever release any more manga deluxe editions? I think so. They sell well for them, especially Berserk. And that's one thing they've always said is Berserk will stay in print. I don't know about Hellsing or Blade of the Immortal. Omar, do you think Secret Wars Omni reprint should have been expanded version? The Secret Wars box set did things right by including all the pre-post issues. It was nice that they did. I think it's easier to reprint the things.
Are you going to show the artwork?
I'm going to show the artwork. I'm so sorry. Okay, artwork. Here we go. I didn't upload them. So.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, I'm the worst human being ever.
It's because I entered the wrong studio. That's why.
That's it. That's what threw me off.
All right, I gotta go.
We got some artwork here from the phenomenal Matthew Mangy, who's artist that is getting his own comic published and stuff. Has been sending us artwork for years. We've given away. He was kind enough to donate artwork for giveaways. What a great artist. Are these original characters for a book you're working on right now, Matt? I don't know if you're still in the chat or not. If you are, let me know in the comments down below. And then our buddy Arthur also sent a couple things in through email. So yeah, if you want to send us emails or you can send us pictures here. We have a P.O. Box, near mint condition P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky 40383, or you can email us pictures or whatever you want to, nearmintcon@gmail.com. So it's what you want to do. So from my buddy Arthur, who won a contest with some of these pictures here, I think it was this one or this one. He's a big Batman fan. He's a big DC fan. Arthur, if you're watching, buddy, I want to see you draw Wolverine. So these are all his head sketches. I like that Green Lantern a lot and that Batman all suited up. So thank you both for sending it. War Machine. Has Marvel and DC ever reprinted OHCs? Yes, to both. Both of them did. I'm the worst human being ever. Oh, man, I take it to the extreme when I apologize to my wife. I'm sorry I was ever born is one of my favorite apologies ever. She doesn't know what to say after that. Omar, do you think we'll see a series of Docs, Dawn of X Omnis, or should I stick with the series and focus OHCs? Not sure if I should hold out. Jordy, I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you the same thing I tell everyone else, brother. If you can wait 5 to 10 years, you wait. If you got other things to read, but if you want it now and you needed an oversized hardcover, then get the oversized hardcovers. That's just my honest opinion. I think eventually they'll do this era, but it's going to be some time. Like, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. At least that's how I see it. I think they want to sell the OHCs first. The anthologies have been selling really well. So they're going to keep those in print for a while. And then when they go out of print, maybe in about 5 years, they'll start doing a Dawn of X Omni. Thanks, Omar. Cheap Graphic Novels. They ship comics here in the States, much like Walt's Comic Shop releases them overseas. Yes, look at you reminding me. Yes, that's right. Walt'sComicShop.com releases comics in Europe. So if you live in Europe and are interested in buying or pre-ordering Omnis, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop. They're based out of Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. They have a flat rate shipping of €9.90 in all EU countries. All emails are answered within 24 hours. They also offer superb selection of new titles, out of print books on their site. Just head over
Just
to
over to waltzcomicshop.com for more great deals and rare titles.
And for a limited time, use the code
Near condition.
all one word at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order.
Waltz Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding.
Jazz hands and everything. Wow.
You got to go on without me. I was walking down the stairs and thinking, he's going to do Walt's Comic Shop without me.
Well, somebody brought it up, man.
No, I got you. I was like, we can't forget. Okay. Hi, Kyle.
Jazz hands, Kyle. Omar, have you had any talks with David about the recent quality drop of Marvel collections, misprints, mismatching spines, Doctor Strange 3, Hickman, X-Men, and paper? What's the problem with Doctor Strange 3? Out of curiosity. I don't have it here with me. I think it's... Where the heck is my Doctor Strange 3? I think it's upstairs.
Yeah.
I have let them know about the paper quality in the past. And I have let them know. Well, yeah, the spines thing was a thing I've let them know. But I think that's a what is it? That's a battle that they have. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. It's their end of the day. They're gonna decide what to do to keep costs down. The spine changes are a done deal, though. I don't think they're gonna go back to the old-fashioned ways of doing spines. So if you mean misprints, the misprints of the Hulk, I did let them know about that, and they were looking into it because they have at the time, I don't think they knew where exactly the problem was. Was it the printer or was it the files? But mismatching spines. What did you mean by Hickman X-Men? What's wrong with the Hickman X-Men? Or are you talking about the paper quality in Hickman X-Men? Just out of curiosity.
So this is from Charles Roberts.
Charles Roberts, thank you so much, brother.
And says, thanks for your purchase. I hope you love it. Micronauts.
Who they sent me Micronauts? I used to have these as a kid.
1 through 5 complete.
Oh, these are the special edition Micronauts
from inner space.
Presenting the original classics by Bill Mantlo and Michael Golden.
Look at the back.
Wait, are you sure it's from him, or did he buy it from Charles? What did the return address?
It's the message. A message from Charles Roberts. It's bought from eBay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, look at the slick paper, brother. This is so awesome. I never had these. I had the original ones. And the reason I bought Micronauts was because of X-Men versus the Micronauts.
They did the Micronauts?
Yeah, Michael Golden. Yeah, they did. Hey, Michael Golden artwork, man. Bill Mantlo. This is so awesome stuff. If what's his name replies back, hoping Immortal Hulk 10 gets a reprint fairly soon. Yeah, that book went quick, and a lot of them has been better. A lot of the books have come back into print really quick, mainly because of the PRH deal. Yay, comics, right? That's what it's about. Let me make sure he didn't. Okay, so Twitter versus Berserk people were taking panels out of context, of course, what people love to do, and saying the author deserved to die because he was sick. Whoa!
So
what?
If they literally said that, and it's not third-hand info, that's just as sick. Like their opinion of the story taken out of context. Like, how are you going to wish somebody to die? I cannot stand how people will just boil somebody down to something and that they deserve to die. Like they're the judge and they're perfect and they know everything. I'm not saying to excuse behavior or that, things are right. I'm saying like, there has to be a different way than like, we're going to cancel your existence. You don't deserve to live.
Yeah, I agree with my wife. You never hear me say that a lot on this channel.
Oh, shut up.
Especially about comics. No, that infuriates me. If that's really what's happening, if you take something out of context and you're basing his work on that, I assume it's the horse picture, which is probably a phenomenal meme that people, a popular meme. Like, if that's what Berserk is to you and you haven't read it, then I get it. I respect anybody that's like,
yeah, you can be like,
I tried, or I know that it has.
Don't read the work, or it has horrible things in it. Sure,
right.
That's your
opinion. I respect that.
Yeah, definitely. But not that he deserves to die, if that's what they said. Not that, like, don't even he should be banned from society.
And it's garbage like that keeps me out of social media. I don't care for it. I don't care for, like, I have to have it because of this position that I'm in, but I really hate social media for that aspect. Like, to me, the idea of social media was always like, let's get together and talk about the things we love. And it's become such a cesspool of the opposite. Let's get together and bash something that we hate. All of us. Like, that's just messed up, man.
Bandwagon fan can say, bleh, wow. Bandwagon fan is saying, I think the issue is people attribute too much of their identity to a fandom and don't have the emotional maturity to deal with things they don't approve of. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Absolutely.
Because I'm all for seeing the other person's point of view.
Yeah. If it's not for you, I respect that.
But when it goes to the extreme, like, things keep the pendulum. It swings this way in society, and it swings this way. And when is it in the middle? Like, when can see people as multifaceted instead of, again, not excusing, not saying that something that is evil should not be called out for being evil, but it kind of swings too far to one side or the other.
Remember when Hideaki Anno, started receiving death threats after the end of Evangelion was shown in theaters. Absolutely. It's the same thing, man. Fandom can be so rough. I have a copy of it, but Immortal Hulk, but because of the pages being out of order, I have to be stubborn about not reading it.
Here's from Ken.
Okay.
And
he made this, I think. Yep.
Oh, here, let me see what's in here. Oh, it was the help. It's nothing.
Okay. So this is from Ken. Melanie, how do you pronounce his last name, please?
Botelias. I don't know.
Botelia. It is a self-published book. Hi, Omar. Please consider showing this on your channel. Hope you like it. So let's show it. This is the first time we've opened it. He sent it through our P.O. box.
Like that. I like space.
It is a graphic novel. Looks like it's black and white right there.
Is this self-published?
It's self-published.
I'm trying to read the back.
It is black and white. It's the type of artwork we're seeing in here. It's the type of independent stuff I loved. I remember as a kid trying to find stash of independent comics. This is stuff I went for, man. Really cool. Covers are all in color. Oh, and I'm sorry. The book is called Zindagi, the complete series. It is a hardcover, art on board. Is there a website where people can purchase it?
That I keep looking.
There you go. From Max Traver, Indie Comics Spotlight, June 2021. Kind of gives you a breakdown of what this is.
Included in an extra section is the Hindi version of Chapter 7 and his work published in Lucky Comics Beetle Girl.
Thank you so much, man, for sending this our way. I love looking at this kind of stuff.
Okay, I need it.
Oh, it's in color. It's in color. I wanted to show the color. All right, Snatcher. Which was a really good Sega CD game. You asked
the question, and then I'm trying to find the answer. Yeah.
People comment without reading, and then it look like fools. I mean, it happens, right? People's words get taken out of context.
Kyle said people write letters to my church asking I'll be fired because I played a hymn they didn't like.
Are you serious? People are crazy. People are crazy is such an understatement. People comment without reading and looks fools. I feel like a lot of social media pointing out what's wrong with the past. It sounds like no joy happened.
Dude, that's right.
I'm just glad I grew up in an era without social media because I can't imagine being a kid and being thrown into that kind of stuff. Because I mean, kids are the worst. We were all kids. Kids are the worst. Kids are jerks, man. Like, that's what you get for hanging out at Bible camp, though. You and your kumbaya brothers and sisters.
Wow, let me tell you.
I went to Catholic school.
Let me tell you.
And let me tell you.
Church camp, it was all about me breaking up my boyfriend, how much I was in love with him, and I was depressed, and it was all.
Well, that dude turned out to be into other dudes, so it all worked out in the end.
That was somebody else.
How many dudes turned out to be into other dudes did you date? One of the reasons I don't like knowing too much about artists and exactly. I usually just stick to what's out and open how they don't meet your heroes. Don't meet your heroes is a very strong statement and it's very true.
Oh, but it's sad.
It is, but I mean,
your hero's Chris Claremont. And you were like,
wait until Claremont gets like canceled for something, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, stop talking about Chris." I still love him. I know he ate babies or whatever he gets called out for, but he's still a good writer. The poor writer of the current Harley Quinn run had to deal with harassment, being hospitalized for breaking Harley and Ivy up. Truly messed up. Yeah. No. People are bad, man. Have you played? I haven't, but my brother loves Elden Ring. Loves it. He's a big fan of that Dark Souls stuff.
What's going on with the DC collected editions? I know a lot are going back into print
Right?
suddenly. Did DC suddenly discover that selling out of print omnis with a high demand can be beneficial to them financially?
I guess so. And it's easy to reprint books, right? Zindagi means life. So thank you so much, Remender, for pointing that out.
Yes, and Critique Geek is saying it looks cool. It's always a plus when it's self-published
And it's in hardcover.
That
Yeah.
book looks
Remember that, Josh. Remember that, Josh. Hardcover.
Nothing worse than an April Fool.
Than an April Fool.
Oh!
My man Shaun DeSook knows what's up.
Yeah. Taylor Talks Comics is saying, what is one series run that you would want to custom bind because you can't see it ever getting into collected edition?
Oh, brother, man. There's what? No, he's asking me, not you or Alf.
I answer the question.
Oh, there's so many, dude. So many. I see. The minute I answer this, though, it's gonna jinx it. It will never happen. So I'm gonna play it safe and say Micronauts. Micronauts, ROM.
And now you got Micronauts.
Well, I got the single issues. Now we got to bind them together. But honestly, things like Shade the Changing Man. Like, I like to see that collected one day. Or Hitman. Why isn't that an omnibus?
Oh, this is a good analogy. Our social media was having a crazy notebook that was passed on from person to person, had gossip in it. Yep,
that was our social media. We grew up in an era of Polaroids and passing notes in class. It was a lot of fun. Polaroids, man. Polaroids, thank God for those.
Maddie had it at the wedding. Those instant.
Okay. If you don't know what this archaic
not instant
system
Polaroid,
is,
that's like a contradiction.
Quicker
Polaroids. If
you base yourself on things you oppose, then you have no identity without it, and will always need opposition to feel real. Sidebar. What are the major themes of David's book? Commodity. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Friendship. Friendship outshines everything without giving too much away. Whenever you're friends with a scroll, things happen. Yeah, Sleeper Omnibus is going to be solid, man. I'm glad that everybody gets that. Reasons for disliking the Morbius trailer. It just looks bad. I don't know how to describe it. There are movies that look good, that are intriguing, but I've been wrong in the past, right? Like, I did not, like everyone else, it felt like, dig the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. I hated that Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Yeah, I know. You and everybody else did. So when I went to see the movie, I wasn't excited at all. It turned out to be one of my favorite movies, though, for the MCU. Claremont really ate babies, or is this a joke? It is a joke. Claremont did not eat babies. I'm just saying, when he gets canceled, it's going to be one of those crazy things.
Rodimus Prime Ribs says Dazzler. I don't know what that's for. Oh, for the custom binding. Yeah.
Oh, guys, but Dazzler got a Masterworks. David's a fan of Dazzler. I'm pretty sure we'll get one. Are you testing if I've gotten that word banned yet? Rebel by Design.
Do you think we could ever see a gallery edition of Kirby's 2001 Space Odyssey?
That's one of my most wanted.
That exists?
Yeah, that's one of my most wanted gallery editions. It's beautiful. I don't know because of the rights of that movie, right? Or the book. So I don't know if we will or not.
Somebody asked earlier about, who's printing Simpsons?
There's a company that's printing Simpsons, but much like the case of Marvel owning the Duck books and all the Walt Disney cartoon books, they let other companies print them because they already have a lot on their hands. So they, I think Fantagraphics prints some Duck books. IDW still printing some Duck books? I can't remember. Joe Books did it for a while. Passing notes. Will you go out with me?
Check yes or no.
That's right, baby.
6th grade. When my boyfriend didn't give me anything on Valentine's Day, I took my giant Hershey Kiss out of the bottom and I ate it myself.
What kid in the freaking 6th grade has money to buy you something for Valentine's Day?
I did buy it myself.
Omar, really go up, please. Omar, is that Scalp worth reading? How does it compare to 100 Bullets? I liked 100 Bullets more. Scalp has really... it's interesting because when people were telling me a couple of weeks ago about Jason Aaron getting called out for the misuse of, was it Pocahontas, I think, in a comic or the name, whatever it was, I'm surprised no one brought up the fact that Scalp was pretty stereotypical. I loved it, though. I thought it was good. I will say the issue with Scalp is most of the characters are completely unlikable. Like, the protagonist is a completely unlikable character. Sometimes you need that in stories, though. You know, but yeah, most of the characters are scummy. It's dark. You know, I liked it. How it compares to 100 Bullets, I liked 100 Bullets more. 100 Bullets had a cool feel to it. And that's another book people call out too for stereotypical, like, I've even heard people call it racist. And you know what's weird? It's like, I actually knew people that talk like that. So I never thought it was racist. I thought it was a good story. But that's just me, my opinion. Giant Hershey kisses. What?
Thank you, Bar. Since I'm such a big Stephanie Phillips fan, current Harley Quinn writer, I got to recommend you read We Only Kill Each Other, The Butcher of Paris, and Man Among Ye. She so slept, and she's incredible.
I've never read any of those, but I'm going to put those down. Thank you. Thank you for that. Lono's really likable. Dude, Lono's such a jerk. But when you get to that by the time you get to the end, I'm not caught up, Sanji, on One Piece. One day. I think I saw Dazzler in one of your thumbnails from a week or two ago. I can't wait for that. I believe it will be 5 volumes. Yeah, 5 volumes and an omnibus. Let's get an omnibus printed of that so then Rebel by Design can be happy.
Is the Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight series good? I'm
yes.
thinking about getting the complete collection, and based off the art alone, it seems to be amazing.
It's a freaking trippy ride. You need it. You need to read it. It's great. It's one of the best takes on Moon Knight.
Lemire, Robin, and Batman hardcover collected edition? ? I
haven't. The Lemire, Robin, and Batman hardcover. I'm trying to think of when he wrote Robin. You're talking about Jeff Lemire? I'm sorry, my brain is. I don't know when you wrote Robin. Scott, let me know, please. Omar, the Descenders. Okay, so the Descenders is really weird.
Volume 1 is listed in DCBS and OP Organic Price Books.
Yes, they're supposed to, and they were supposed to be released this month, but I don't see it in the catalog. Image doesn't have it in their catalog, only Previews World. The problem with that is we've seen that happen before with things like Spawn, and then Previews World pulled it down. Thank you, Josh. So I'm trying to find out, and I'll send a word and see if I find out. It was a series called Robin and Batman by Lemire and Wynn. It just came out recently. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't know about it. Cool. I haven't read it, but I'm excited. I love all his, most of the time I enjoy Jeff Lemire stuff. Not his fault for Extraordinary X-Men. That wasn't his fault.
You need to shout to David. We want Dazzler on.
I need to shout to David, not whisper.
And is Tom McFarlane really reprinting all the Spawns?
He's starting small, but they are coming back. The hardcovers. And I think one deluxe slipcase edition is coming back too. So good news. Good news, man.
Will you be announcing the results for the secret Marvel Omnibus ballot?
Yes, the Tiger Eyes. I like to call it the Tiger Eyes. Yes, I will. Again, I'll put in the description how you can email and vote. Everybody should.
Jacob's saying he started reading Ultimate X-Men Omni Volume 1. I'm thinking I'll probably try to purchase Chris Claremont's run, but is the rest after him actually worth getting?
After Claremont? I enjoyed a lot of that stuff after Claremont. Look, I always say my thing with X-Men is like, I stopped reading comics because of Onslaught. That was just me, though. A lot of people really like Onslaught, so don't let my opinion stray you away from reading that stuff. I think it's all right. Like, I think it's cool if people enjoy it. It's a difference of opinion, and that's cool. So, yeah, keep reading, because then you'll find, because I hate for you to miss out on things. Think of, the way that I always see it is, there are people that stopped reading X-Men when Dave Cockrum left, or when John Byrne left. Can you imagine all the awesome stories they missed out because of those creators? Like, there's some amazing stories that they would have missed out on. And there's some great stories you're going to miss out on if you stop reading after Claremont leaves.
Hi, Omar. I started reading the Astonishing X-Men. I haven't read anything about X-Men. And I was somewhat lost. I mean, I understand the plot, but there's so many characters I don't know. I was thinking it was a good place to start, but I can understand, like, I feel like, oh my gosh, what's his name? How can I forget his name?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Astonishing X-Men.
The writer, the artist, the
writer.
Creator? Oh, Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon. I feel like Whedon does a great job of building the chemistry between the characters. So like even if you don't know everything, it's still okay. Like it's pretty yeah, I know. I was gonna highlight that.
What are you doing? She's the highlighter.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the chemistry that you get to know the people, even if you don't know all the history. Like they're each individuals with different personalities. So
apparently the people releasing the One Piece anime got hacked. I want to watch more, but I only have like 10 episodes left to watch.
Man.
Yeah, well, that's
what
what
Josh is saying you want to talk about, is it O or is it Oh My God? Is because I was getting it wrong.
Well, when it was originally published, it was Oh My God Is, and then it became Oh My God Is because of the license, like the name of Oh My God. Apparently it's copyrighted. I love it.
We were listening to the music yesterday, and he was like, "That's not the right one. Look up."
It's oh man, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, man. I love it. I'm saddened that Dark Horse lost the rights to it. So who knows where it is? Even if somebody wants it, like you gotta. It's weird, right? Like if you're a manga publisher, like it's so niche. You're paying an arm and a leg for these licenses, and if they don't sell, what are you gonna do? You lose everything. So nobody's even gonna attempt to respond to my dismal state of life. What's going on, Aaron?
Let's see. I hope that Spawn hardcover reprints sell out. Let's find it.
Let me find what you were talking about, Aaron.
There's one.
I've got love-hate relationship with comics. I hate the business and the people behind it, but the stories can be great. I think that goes back to what I can't remember who was saying about not caring about the creators. Because if you can separate yourself from the creators,
not meeting your heroes.
Well, yeah, and you can, but I mean, it's a business, right? Like they have to sell things. But there are creators.
Characters can be your heroes,
right?
And like mine's Spider-Man all the way, every day.
And there are creators that actually genuinely do it for the love. Like you don't go into comics thinking you're going to be the next. Well, maybe I'm being disillusional here, but you don't go into comics thinking you're going to be the next Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane. Like I think you go into comics because you love it and you want to share the story with people that you've had in your head. I think it's great. But that's why you have to separate yourself from the business side of things, because at the end of the day, it's still a business. These books are still being printed because sales have to meet, a certain quote and things like that. So it just like everything else in life.
Jack Berry, thank you. Iron Maiden song to Tame a Land equals
Dune.
He was saying, so what was why try to God is. Whoa, sorry. I don't know.
That's
Josh. Rodimus Primitive is asking, is it absolute guarantee that you won't get a strike for uploading manga stuff from this publisher?
Absolutely not. But what I wanted is reassurance from the US publishers telling us if that was to happen, we would reach out to the Japanese copyrights holders. That's all I wanted from Viz. Hey, this happened. You guys approved it. Can you reach out to your Japanese holder? And I get it. It puts them in the middle, right? Why would you do that? Why would you already have to have a good relationship with the Japanese license holder. And this is the thing that Aaron's talking about. Like, I love these books, but it makes it really difficult to talk about them when companies and copyrights get involved, because then that affects my livelihood. It sucks. Off to get my son hockey game. Peace out, Minties. Have a great weekend. You too, Goosey.
Speaking of paying an arm and leg for licenses, how many issues of Saved by the Bell did IDW release exactly? I didn't know that was a comic.
Why is that a comic? What? Saved by the Bell with Screech? Oh, he passed away too, man. All these people. All right. Here, let me see this for a second.
Okay.
Big question for Omar. What's the Vader Omni in your thumbnail? Are you doing an overview soon? The Omni is this one here. It is the classic Legends. This is the Empire Omnibus. This is the cover I chose. It's classic Dark Horse era. And I can't wait to wear these. No, I don't want to wear Fatal Fury. You were supposed to be wearing it. There was a Saved by the Bell trade paperback. Let's see that Spectacular Spider-Man book behind you. This is the Polish version of Spectacular Spider-Man that was sent to me by one of my wonderful viewers. It is standard edition, but I always like to put it up there because one day I would like to have Marvel, actually. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, woman? Ow!
I'm sorry. Do you put the time aside?
Yeah. So this is it's a Polish version of the JMW. What are you? What is it? Honey? Okay, no, you need to sit down. Polish version of the spectacular run by JMW Mateus and Sal Buscema. One day, I'd love to see this in omnibus format, like a true omnibus, and in English, of course. But this is all in Polish, with the exception of the covers. Like the covers are old in English.
Well,
Like,
he did watch Saint Seiya growing up.
So really cool. Who did? I did not.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
All right.
But it's very popular in Peru. So I've
okay,
heard.
see, yeah, that's
So
why.
like Omar, why try to make a video about? Oh my god, it's just read
Oh,
X-Men. Hey, that's not what I
okay.
said.
Thank you, Eric. I just want to say thank you for your retrospective video. It's great to see a channel with such great content having great people behind it.
Thank you so much.
And thanks, Jack Ferry. Will you be doing a
Yes.
review of Monstrous Book 2?
I will
hardcover?
as soon as it comes out. Hopefully, I'll have better binding than Volume 1. Volume 1 has rough. Give me some Darkwing Duck collected editions. We got. Oh, you want reprints? Sweep the leg, Omar.
Nope.
No mercy.
It's
This is a Street
Real.
Fighter.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a
my dude. This is an actual.
I'm trying to fix it.
These were collector's items. Why are you putting them on your head?
Come on. Okay.
You just threw my freaking Terry Bogard
Where's
hat. This is why
Lionheart?
you're not allowed
Where's
down here.
Lionheart?
JLA Avengers is acceptable moment to speak on creators and artists. There are exceptions, of course, right? There's a beauty to this. Yeah, there's a beauty to comics collecting and how the community can make something wonderful happen. It's not all bad things happening. You're absolutely right. There is some good to that and getting to know your creators.
Welcome.
And there are some creators that I love because of how genuine and pure and awesome they are as human beings. Like, and just I think it's the same way with like actors and actresses. Like, I love Keanu Reeves. I can attest he's not the greatest actor when it comes to things. Well, in the past anyway, but he is one of the most kindest human beings out there. So, yeah, he's a great. To me, he's a great actor. Same thing with Brandon Fraser, genuine good human being. Japan.
Do you think the paper quality on Christ on Multiple Earths crossovers? I'm sorry.
I don't have that book, so I don't know.
Yeah, when's it coming out? What, Monstrous 2?
Later this year. It's in the catalog.
Matte or glossy?
I don't know. I don't have the book. I'm sorry.
Lady Terry there's a Lady Terry Bogard?
I think it's a Bai Shoujo figure. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I want to buy it.
I'm buying it if it's a Bai Shoujo figure.
No, it's going to be in my collection. I'm starting a collection.
Why do you want to bicker
now
with
that
me now?
we've got a bigger house, I'm going to start my own figure collection.
Yay.
And maybe I'll start with Ellie from Xenogears, or maybe
Just for a second.
I was supposed to look at the My Little Pony Princess Celestia. What was the Luna?
Oh,
Those
I'm
five
sorry.
showed
Rebel
you.
by Design and Aaron are having a private conversation. Comics are not
What else
essential
is
items,
that?
but the food clothing industries are harder to navigate, for example. This is true.
Oh, I kind of like that Beetlejuice one.
I have Scrooge #1 sketch in gold Sharpie. I know you be Smuckers about it. I would be Smuckers about it.
I don't. I love that. I'm Smuckers about
I'm
it.
sorry you don't like Will Smith and you can't get jiggy with him anymore. Omar is now Spanish Rio. Tito. What's the DC movie you're looking forward to the most? Oh, dude, I'm looking Black Adam just to get my JSA. Adam Smasher. As soon as I saw Adam Smasher in there, I'm like, oh, they're going all out. Hawkman looks all awesome, man.
Hey, is the Berserk book by Keanu Reeves good?
I haven't read it yet. I want to read it. That's a book I haven't read. I think it's out in trade paperbacks. I may have to get it.
Lady Terry Bogard is in the Tag Team Frenzy game. It's on the Switch. Oh.
I have that game.
Alpha merchandise collection. Dude, you can get a hashtag Alpha Omnibus on our spread shop. A sticker, water bottle,
yeah,
t-shirt.
People really want that. Are you guys still reading the TMNT IDW books? I am. I'm currently on the 4th book, and I'm really to me it's my favorite incarnation. The worst is when you have high and mighty morality police lecture and shame you for enjoying something with questionable creators. I had a bad experience with that months ago.
I'm sorry.
I will say this, N-Man 40, like when it comes to those kind of things, I also respect the other side of the argument, right? Like if somebody cannot stand a creator because of something they've done, then I respect that. That's their decision. I don't respect about shaming others, though.
We're not gonna like argue like, hey, you shouldn't think like as long as you're treating people decently, you know.
And
like,
maybe
that's your opinion, like, yeah. Don't read.
And I respect people that can't read it, you know, for any other creators that have had trouble issues, and there's been a lot of them. And I always wonder, like, you know, because of social media, like how much of that has come out. So social media is good for things. And then if we had social media back in the 70s, I wonder how many of those creators would have come out with something about them.
Hey, Mega Shrimp, sir. But one of those first videos.
Look at that. Look at that.
We had these for a long time. Let's see. Michael's asking, should the Jurgens Mini Time Masters...
Were Soups and Hal Jordan look for Bruce Wayne been included in the second? Probably not, because I don't think even DC even took that story seriously. I'm serious. It should be collected in a Booster Gold Omnibus, though. And my custom bound Booster Gold Omnis actually have that series in it.
Roberto's cheating. Just kidding. How much do you want for that B&R by Tomasi? You keep teasing it, having it right behind you.
It's behind me? Dude, it's coming back into print. There, you're welcome. I did you a favor. Actually, I'll take $200 for that right now, and I'll buy the reprint when it comes out with your money.
Wait, but if it's the same?
Same thing. Marvel getting Aliens, Predator, Star Wars allows them to reprint Dark Horse material under their banner. Can they reprint Angela from Image? That might be different. Well, did Spawn appear in that? I can't remember. No, a Medieval Spawn appeared, right? Medieval Spawn? Is that what it was? Man, I can't even remember. Comic fam, unless Omar, Auntie Mel. Great morning to you. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? He loves your hat.
Which superhero do you consider the Kingpin more of a villain for, Spider-Man or Daredevil? Daredevil.
Daredevil by now, yeah. Even though he's borrowed, it's fine.
Any news from Excalibur Omni Volume 1?
It is coming because I have a copy of it. I just don't. I actually asked yesterday my Diamond contact, but then I probably don't know either.
When's it coming back?
Later this year. This year. Batman Robin. If you've not read it, it's freaking phenomenal.
What do you think on Moonshine by Azzarello? Never heard you talk about it. For me, the simple combination of Zarello and Riso is a winner.
I dug the first volume. I thought that's all I've read. I'm surprised there hasn't been a lot more talk about it, considering the popularity of the 100 Bullets. I'm surprised Image or Azzarello himself didn't make a big hardcover about it. Do I think the Mad Hatter work as a... Yeah! Have you... Oh, you need to watch the Batman animated series, man. There's some great Mad Hatter episodes in that. One of my favorite... Never mind. It's got a good twist on it. Loving the new setup, Omar. Thanks for all you're doing. Congrats on the move. Thank you so much, man.
I'll even come back to Street Fighter
cosplay. This isn't cosplay, baby. This is how we live life. I walk around my house like this all the time.
No, you went and you said it's collectible, so we couldn't wear it out in public.
Yeah, what am I doing wearing this long?
Oh, somebody said, what's the point of owning it? Or have you truly owned it if you don't use it?
I've said that.
Did you happen to read Otis and Invader? If so, what were your thoughts on it?
Loved it. That's Chip Zdarsky's miniseries. It was great. I really enjoyed it. The Invaders. It's like a flashback and not flash forward, but like present day story. It's really good.
Oh, I don't know who the Invaders are.
Omar! Look, Taylor Talks Comics knows how to talk to me. He yells at me, and then he says, what is your favorite Carl Barks library? Bear Mountain. Volume? I love that volume. Bear Mountain. Like the first appearance of Scrooge McDuck. I love it. Just because it has ties to Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. Hi, Omar. Will there be a hidden gem this month? April? Yes. The hidden gems will be back in April. I just got to get back to work and start putting my books up. One Hadoken at a time is how I live my life.
Tim Drake as Red Robin versus Nightwing. Who wins? I think it would be close.
Nightwing. But Tim Drake versus Batman as a detective. Tim Drake. I said it.
Thank you for the super chat. Will you be doing Reels review of DMZ from HBO Max?
Yeah, I'll talk to Amanda about that.
What's DMZ?
DMZ is based on the comic book by Brian Wood. It's a TV show with Rosario Dawson now. It's on HBO.
Like, it's just DMZ? It's not initials for something?
It's just DMZ.
Oh, okay. What about Stillwater by Siddharth?
I haven't read it, Stillwater. I'm waiting for an announcement of a hardcover, but nothing's coming yet. Do not throw the freaking hat again, Lion. Don't listen to Lionheart.
Okay.
That is a collector's item. Hi, Omar. For next week's trade paperback overview, will you also be covering Marvel trades from this week? The only one I got from this week was the Conan book. There's a lot coming out. Whatever's in the thumbnail. Yeah.
6 out of 10. Isn't that hard to beat?
It is. Hey. All right, good to
What
Texas
are
out there.
thoughts on V for Vendetta?
Oh man, this is you just had to ask about that. This is where I differ than the fans. I didn't dig it. I know people love that book, but that was one of those books that people hyped up for me for years. I finally read it and I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. Maybe a reread would be good to reread. I've read it twice and it was just it was okay. Just
let me rephrase. Are you going to play Elden Ring?
Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day.
And Marvel just released a new Doctor Strange trailer.
Oh, they did. Oh, I need to watch that then. Talk about Red Robin makes me want a Tim Drake Omnis. We were gonna get one. We were gonna get our first Robin omnibus of the modern age, and it was what's his name's run? Fables. What's the guy that wrote Fables? My gosh, Bill Willingham's run. Then they knocked it down to a trade paperback. Then they canceled it. This is when I'm like, let's not get too excited about the Dark Knights, Dark Metal Omnibus, because it's in the catalog. Like, it's hard not to get excited about these things. Like, I'm really excited for Batman and Robin reprints. People get to get it. But if it's in the catalog, there's still a big chance those things could get canceled. I mean, look what happened to, what is it, Batwing. They made it into a trade paperback. Look what happened to the villains, Year of the Villain, and all these omnis. Sometimes they like to put things as placeholders and then they bring them down a trade paperback or just cancel them. It makes me a little weary about that. V for Vendetta would be a good book club choice. I mean, sometimes take part in a book club meeting too. I'm there sometimes. Yeah. I was there last time. I think Elden Ring would be a must play for Berserk fans. I heard my brother told me he got the Berserk sword, or gut sword, I guess. Love John Constantine and Alan Moore Swamp Thing. Where should I start reading Hellblazer? To me, it doesn't get better than Garth Ennis' run. I'll be honest. But you should start with the first one, the Delano run. I think it's good. It's volume 1. They're all in thick trade paperbacks. No,
you're an amalgam of Terry and Ryu. You're the ultimate
like a truck
fighter.
Driver. Ridiculous.
You're the ultimate fighter. Give it back to me. Okay. Thanks, Matt. No, you were.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Helping my mom-in-law move into her new house, so I'll catch a rewatch.
Thanks, brother.
Like the video and join the Patreon, and shout out to the sponsors and all that jazz. Stay minty, everyone. Thanks, Matt.
Brother.
And I hope the move doesn't take too long.
Omar, how did officiating Maddie's wedding go? And did you read a passage from Dark? But people ask me that. No, not from Dark Phoenix Saga.
He did very well, and he was funny.
What is the status of the Transformers franchise license? Will this change or affect current runs as evergreen? Can you elaborate? I can elaborate this much. They are probably going to start printing the new stuff as much as possible towards end of year to get that stuff out. I don't know if they'll finish phase 3. I really hope they do. It looks like they're going to finish the recent run in hardcovers, but I hope they finish phase 3 because that would break my heart if we just get like 3 or 4 volumes of phase 3. As far as who owns the license, I don't know. I'm serious. I have no idea. There's no talks of who the new license holder for both G.I. Joe and Transformers are. Of course, part of me wants Marvel to get it just so we can get some of those classic stories and get omnis of them. But I don't know. Part of me wants another like Boom or somebody else to get it so we can. I like competition, and I don't want obviously I love Marvel, but I don't want them to own everything. I really want them to have Micronauts back. That'd be great.
Taylor Talks Comics says
Christmas on Bear Mountain.
Your choice of Christmas on Bear Mountain is on its way to me from Graphics already. Ordered the Christmas 2 books box set during the Fanta Bucks sale.
Yeah, it was a Fanta Bucks sale.
I don't have a favorite classic monster. I suppose I'll choose one now. Mummy, Wolfman, I guess Dracula. Yeah. And Omar, what are your thoughts on Aaron's Doctor Strange for my tastes? For you? Taste.
Try it. You may like it, honestly. Hola, Omar. What's up, Kyle Rayner Reviews? ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Saludos de Argentina. Gracias por pasar el otro día en el vivo. Un honor. Oh, de nada, hermano. I saw you guys going live, so I just wanted to say hello. It's a shame some of those Drake books are a little hard to find. They're impossible to find. They go for a lot of crazy money. Just hopefully DC reprints them in big fat formats. Hey, Omni, what's coming up for the channel this week? Let's see. Tomorrow is the top 10 essential buys reads for the month of April. Monday is, I believe, when I'm going to be doing the DC catalog, looking at the trades, oversized hardcovers, and Omnis coming out for the last quarter of the year. Tuesday's the Marvel trades. Wednesday, I think that's when let's get the Marvel Epic reprint poll going. Thursday will be an overview of an omnibus, and Friday will probably be an overview of an omnibus. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Let's see. First thing, honestly, I love Batman, but we are really having a Batman ICER saturation right now. Only Batman sells because he's basically the only one they push. What's ICER saturation? Am I saying that right? And then we just sit here.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Like, well, I mean, I gotta.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm not like you. I have to. You really having a Batman ICER situation. Only Batman sells because he's basically the only one they push. They do seem to push Batman a lot, and honestly, Batman does sell because it is Batman. And they have all these other characters, right? Imagine being an Aquaman fan and not getting hardly any love in Aquaman. I don't know. And I would love to know the numbers of how much Batman sells compared to the other heroes. So, do you foresee any new Superman Omnis on the horizon other than Death and... I hope so. I hope that Death and Return reprint gets us some like Panic in the Sky Omnis or the Triangle Years. But of course, deep in my heart, I want a Superman by John Byrne omnibus. Oversaturation. I knew what you meant.
Oh, okay.
Hope needs a volume 2. Only way to get
a term I didn't know.
Only way to get a volume 2 that is to see if that volume 1 had sold. Melanie, are you a redhead? No.
No, that'd be fun though. I wish.
There'd be a reprint of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Jubilee Edition Omnibus. I haven't heard about that one. Don't apologize for the typos. I typo all the time in real life.
I typo all the time.
Agreed. I'm a huge Batman fan, but I have bat fatigue. We'd love to see other... And there are a lot of characters, and I think
like Beta Ray Bill.
That is Marvel, not DC. What is wrong with you?
Let's just read Johnny's.
I think
what is wrong with me?
You have to find a balance when you have ownership of all these characters, and I think that's why Marvel decides to outsource like the Walt Disney books, right, or the Star Wars young adult books. They let other companies handle that, so they're not oversaturated with like, okay, how many Spider-Man books did we print? How many X-Men books did we print? Oh, we also have Avengers. What about Love for the Hulk? What about Iron Man? Things like that. So I think DC just rides on the whole, well, it's Batman. Let's get it reprinted.
What are your thoughts on House of X? I think it's disjointed and hard to follow. Thoughts? It is hard to follow.
Honest, yeah, of course. It's meant to be hard to follow. Disjointed, it all makes sense by the end. I loved it. One of the best X-Men stories I've read in years. And one of the moments that I was like, I am proud to be an X-Men reader again. Because being an X-Men reader is heartbreaking at times. Being an X-Men reader, you know, after 35 years of reading X-Men, oh my God, no, it's been longer than that, 37 years. But anyway, you get the idea. You go through some ups and downs. You go through every time there's a new relaunch of a #1, you're like, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. X-Men's back to being on top again. And then you're like, that was horrible. Why am I reading this? I'm such an X-Men apologist. Like, why am I still reading these books? And then there are times with like Hoxpox that I was like, I am damn proud to be an X-Men reader again. I was happy getting... I know, it was worth it. I was happy getting the books every week. I was so excited for the next book. I couldn't wait to find out. The revelation in... is it House of X #2 or Powers of X 2? The big revelation, the big twist, you know, that I know some old readers were upset about, including, was it John Byrne? But then again, John Byrne's upset about everything. I was like, this is what comics are about. You know, comics still surprise me to this day. Even reading them 35 37 years later, there are still comics that hit me, and I'm like, man, that was good.
Hey, Blue Sonic. I'm pleased DC is reprinting a lot of Omnis, but do you think it's a lazy move by them because they've gotten barely any Omnis for the end of the year?
I really think it's one of those moves that was smart, right? Like, okay, we don't have enough time to do all these books. Go ahead and put this on the list. Go ahead and put these through the printers. That way we have these scheduled for end of year. Let's start planning for 2023. That is my maybe wishful thinking, right? Like maybe that's what DC's doing. We're going to get a bunch of big new books in 2023. I hope.
Let's see. Reading Hoxpox pushing me towards being an X-Men reader.
Yeah. 37. How old are you? I'm 44 years old, man. 44 years young, living on this big blue ball. Is it blue?
That's so poetic. You're just.
I recently had some interest Vietnam War stories. Do you have any recommendations for that kind of graphic novel? A lot of people recommend me The Other Side from Jason Aaron. That's a good one. I'm trying to think of like, oh my gosh, what was the story I just read last year? It was an independent title. Oh, I wish I could remember what it was called. I'm so sorry. If you come back to the comments, I can't. The name of it escapes me. It's about a young girl and her family that were living in Vietnam during the war, and it was like escaping. Damn, what the heck's the name of that book? Let's see. Ennis had some good Vietnam stuff via Punisher. Yeah, that is true. Just a lot of good stuff. I was gonna say the Nam, but the Nam, I don't know. Actually, you know what? The Nam is solid. I'm gonna go with the Nam, but that's not really accessible though. Like I don't think it's been printed properly in collected editions format. Omar, could you clarify when did Wolverine die? I'm reading the Hunt for Wolverine trades right now, but I'm not familiar with the. It's called The Death of Wolverine. That's when he died. I wish I was kidding. What's up, William? How you doing, brother? Talk to this guy all the time on Twitter. Patchy Delivery Service by Matt Kent is solid. Fury by Ennis is also very good.
Do you know if the first printing of Hickman Fantastic Four is censored, or is it the new printing only, volume 1?
Are you talking about the R word? Because that was not censored in the first printing. And I don't have the new printing, so I didn't know how, if that's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the NAM is not collected hardly anything. Death of Wolverine 2015. It was 5-issue miniseries. Charles Soule. Demilitarized Zone is what DMZ stands for. Also, actually. Thank you, Josh. Great house. Or I know a lot of people make fun of Cobra Kai and say it's for kids, but I just love it like you. Yeah, I don't care if it's for kids. I love it. They can bite me if that's what they think. I'm a grown man. I'll watch what I want. And I love freaking Cobra Kai, baby. Johnny Lawrence is one of the greatest American heroes of our time.
Balloon, fire, birthday present, shrugging. I don't know what that face is. DC needs to push their other IP instead of bats, such as Wonder Woman, Hawkman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, The Flash, Shazam, Swamp Thing, Booster Gold, etc. Booster Gold.
Booster Gold, baby. I like the way you think. Let's get some blue and gold back, baby.
You got yourself a stew.
What?
Mega Sure.
Since the forthcoming box set from Marvel has been canceled, I know. Are you able to reveal what it would have been? Hit that like button, everyone. Thank you. Let me ask. But then wouldn't that be worse if you found out what we could have had?
Well, Mega Shripster wants to know. So, but you don't want to know.
Right. Any word from Dark Horse on Deluxe Manga? Not yet, but I'm going to be asking.
Or did you know?
Hey, Aaron, why don't you give me a ring later on, man? Let's talk a little bit, brother. You know I love you. Hope things get a little bit better for you, man. Better run, Busick Perez, or Busick Nicieza Bagley Thunderbolts. I go with Avengers, but it's close. Thunderbolts had a lot of intrigue. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm also going to go with the Busick Perez run. I think it's wonderful. It's great. It shows some of the greatest superheroes, man. I love it. I'm 47-year-old kid. We all are, man. That's why we're here. Yeah, it was the Alpha Flight box set. No, it was not. DC needs to stop leaving good ideas at the mercy of silly online poll. Is that what we got? Well, I mean, X-Men has their poll, right? Like, let's vote for the new X-Men. It's got a Batman special where Wraith is the opposite of Batman. Yeah, that was good. They did a really good story in the, what was it? Batman Confidential had a good Wraith story, I thought. No, Omar, it's killed me for 2 years. Would love to know what the box said. Okay, I'll ask David if I could say what it was for next week's chat. Any chance of a Nightwing omnibus by Dixon and McDaniel? I haven't heard, man. And I know some of those trades are out of print. It's a great run, by the way. Have you read the Gigantomachia? I have a problem with the way the character is drawn by Miura in each chapter, or in chapter 5. What are your thoughts on it? I thought it was fun. I love the fact that my man wanted to take a break from Berserk. Yeah, I've read it years ago when it came out, when it was published in English. Love the fact that, he wanted to take a break and decided to do his own Attack on Titan. Respect. And it was only 1 volume.
If you had a choice between the Cap, Doctor Strange, or Thor Omnis, which would it be?
Doctor Strange. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I got rid of my Cap and Thor Silver Age stuff. Oh, wait. Are you talking about overall? Ooh. That's a good question. Ooh, because then if I gave up Thor, I wouldn't get Walter Simonson's Thor. Ooh. But if I gave up Cap, I wouldn't have the Brubaker Cap. What have you done to me, writing teacher? But if I gave up Doctor Strange, then it would have been no Doctor Strange by Ditko. All right, Doctor Strange has to go. I love Doctor Strange, but I think, oh, dang, man. I can't believe I'm going to say Thor. And I don't even have the Silver Age Thor on these. Yeah, Thor. Final answer.
Josh
You
wants
broke
a
me.
deluxe Gunsmith Cats and Trigun.
Yep, I agree.
I love Trigun, but not the art. I just have such a hard time following it. Thanks for the overview of Call the Conqueror Omni. You showed me exactly what I want to see. The Wrightson and Wally Wood stories and the original Wrightson pages. Bought it immediately.
You're so
Awesome.
welcome. Thank you. I happen to enjoy both of those artists, so figured other people would want to see it.
When's the Marvel box set
Reaper-
coming out?
What do you no? DC's round robin has been super controversial. I get people being upset because B and C list characters get no love. I also wonder if creators are affected by this poll too. Yeah, can you imagine being a writer and then having to remove the character because of a poll? You almost have to roll with the punches. Just started following the channel closely. Last couple of months, I've been loving what you're creating. So many books to buy. Thank you so much, brother. I'm glad to have you here, man.
Initial D.
Yeah, I did read Initial D. I wasn't a fan of the art. I wasn't a fan of the anime art style either, but I did read it. I liked it. The misprint in the Hulk, Jake, is about 8 pages is miscolored. And that is Silver Age Hulk, not to be confused with Peter David's Hulk Volume 1.
Is Initial D the crash into them? Bernie, Morty?
No, that's GTO.
Drivers, hi. Okay.
Yeah.
Will there be any Omnis if there are OHCs for Fantastic Four X series, or do you recommend I buy the OHCs containing 12 issues?
That is an answer I don't like. That's impossible to know. I don't know. I mean, look at the people that were buying Venom by Donny Cates, OHCs, and then it became an omnibus, right? Sometimes they do it, or Immortal Hulk. If you don't get the OHCs and they never come out with an omnibus, I would hate for you to miss it. So those are the unknown, right? And I think no publisher is going to tell you that far into advance, like if something is coming in the horizon that will keep you from buying the current product that's out. Just speaking the truth.
Man, let me tell you about the
read the question
Wolverine. First. Okay. What's your definitive read on Wolverine, bro? Well, mine is
okay. Bro, go ahead, bro.
The miniseries, Claremont's. Who drew it? Who do you work with?
This guy, no, I don't think anybody's heard of him. Frank Miller.
Thank you.
Frank Miller. I don't know what happened to that guy.
Frank Miller. Oh, it was fantastic. Fantastic.
For me, it got no better, and I mean no better than Larry Hama and Mark Silvestri's run. Y'all know I love Claremont, but when you put Larry Hama and Mark Silvestri on that book, it became the foundation of who I am. Like that book, like a lot of the things that happen in those stories, whether it's letting go of the past, heartbreak, or becoming who you're supposed to be. And it's ridiculous to think about that
like in
when
the miniseries.
talking about like traveling to Japan or going back to Weapon X. There's just a lot of good issues. My favorite standalone issue still to this day is Wolverine 34. Love it. The Hunter in the Darkness. Love that story. It's not even that great to a lot of people, but it stood out to me, and it will forever be one of my favorite Wolverine issues. Omar, Melanie.
Are there any Patreon tiers that you both offer that don't include marrying me away with comic quotes? Thanks for asking. Yeah, we've got lots of different tiers to fit your needs, what you would like. $1 tier.
$1 tier
is, access to documentation. You can vote on the monthly reading order that Omar creates. In the $5 tier, which I think is a very good value, is because you get Discord, you get early access to videos. You also get to vote in the old reader, new reader poll that Maddie does with different readers Tuesday evenings. And the $7.77 tier, the engagement tier, that you can join and ask me anything. No, that one's better. Ask me anything. Chats and the book club. And then the $10 tier, you can get your name at the end of the video. And the $25 tier sold out. I guess that's the best because it's consultation with Omar and all the other stuff.
How many Omnis for Grunwald's complete cap run? Probably 3 or 4. It'd be a lot. He was on the book for about 10 years, including the minis and everything. Probably 4. Hi, guys. Do you have any idea if X-Men Shattershot will be reprinted? Sadly, no, I do not. What's up, Just Bushy?
So how many more questions?
$30 tier has Melanie edit your academic papers. 1 to 2 per month.
Yeah.
For $30? I'll edit your academic papers.
Well, I'm helping Josh Greathouse edit his comic. So you can, I'll see about making that a tier.
No love? Look, he asked me for my run, man. I'm just, there are some good stories after No Nose Wolverine. I think Scrow's stories. I kind of liked it when Fabian Nicieza came back. Eric Larson was doing some of the artwork. Frank Terry's run. Yeah, there were some pretty good ones. I'm jealous seeing that Justice League Avengers crossover back there. It's insane the day it became available. There were a lot of people that never had a chance, man. Where does one find these Wolverine? Oh, that one would be in the Wolverine Omnibus Volume 3 that will come out November. How much to help edit my life? Dude, are you asking me? I'll edit. I got you, Rebel, by the time. First, we need to get rid of all those Dazzler posters you got in your room. That's step number 1. And then we're going to replace them with Wolverine posters. Okay? Different Wolverines. Sometimes his face. And then Chris Claremont's profile picture. What's your favorite comic merch collabs? Hoodies? I don't know. Would keep me warm? Is that what we're talking about? Berserk watch, apparently, that I don't have yet, that I need to go and order.
I like stickers. You always ask your
my soup. Excuse me.
So, do you want to mention again about before we sign off?
About what, baby?
This.
Oh yeah, be careful with that.
I'm not gonna.
I've seen the way you handle books.
Okay, so in the future, we'll do a raffle, auction, whatever the correct term is, and donate the money to Here's Initiative or
the Cancer Society.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Find out when that will be going on.
This was donated by a really generous person and who wants to remain anonymous, and thank you for that. But since I have the absolute, keeping it would just be, what's the point? I'd rather it go to somebody that really wants it. I'm so glad I started wanting to read more because I found your guys' channel and I've helped so much with a lot of the questions I've had. Thank you, Landon. Is that Tokyo Ghoul? You got Tokyo Ghoul on your avatar. Fantagraphics going to be releasing all of the comics from Disney Adventures. I heard Just Us Ducks was Volume 1. Any confirmation? I haven't heard from them. I do have a contact over there. She's quite a busy lady, too.
Okay.
Just got back from maternity leave. Can you please click on that? Joseph. Today's his birthday.
Okay, thank you.
I got you. I got you.
I can see it immediately. Can you wish me happy birthday? Today's my birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you?
Don't ask that. Happy birthday, Joseph.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joseph Molina. Happy birthday to you.
Feliz
and
cumpleaños.
many more.
What's up, Max? Have you been here the whole time?
Yes.
Omar, have you read the patch number 1 that came out this week? No, I have not.
I saw it yesterday.
Should I read House and Powers of X, then read Hickman Omni, or read Excalibur and Marauders before it? Read House and Powers of X, then X-Men, stop at issue number 12. If you want to, go read Excalibur up until issue 12, and Marauders.
What's a what not? Oh.
Up to issue 12, and then read the X of Swords.
Rama's Primitive saying do a what not sale for it. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
No mention of that, but they just reprinted a couple of other box sets like Claymore, so go get that while it's still in stock. What is it? Is there a question?
Do a what not sale for it? For the...
Oh, Whatnot is like an auction sale, I think. But isn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rodman's Prime Rib. Isn't that like an auction site? Like you go and auction something off? I didn't want to do that because I don't want people to pay like $300 for this. I wanted to make it fair and like have people buy like raffle tickets for like $1 or $5. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but thank you for that suggestion. I just asked
not auction,
my
raffle.
contact about Excalibur, and they still don't know yet, but it should be sometime later this month.
All right.
Okay, let me take two more questions. Whatnot is an auction type ad. That's what I thought. Any ideas how many Omnis Marvel would be releasing for Predator? Just one, and hopefully a Marvel or a Predator versus Aliens omnibus. Heck yeah, Moon Knight Banana. Oh, nope, not Banana. That's a Moon Omni overview. Can't wait to see that.
That was a banana too.
Fantagraphics news. There's another Disney Adventures hardcover coming out in January 2023. Tailspin. I love that. They had one volume and it was great this year. Yesterday was my birthday. Sing me birthday song, please, Melanie.
This will be the last one. 4 years older.
4 years older, so you're only 30. Congratulations.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack Ferry. You get the jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Ooh, tough question. Better story arc that leads into Infinite Crisis. Sacrifice of Crisis. Crisis of Conscience. Because I did not like Identity Crisis, but Crisis of Conscience fixed a lot of the things in my problem with Identity Crisis. Everybody. Okay, wait, no, we got to answer this. Is there likely going to be a comprehensive mapped X Omni starting with Hoxpox, going through the Dawn? I think so, but like, I don't know, 5-10 years time, we'll get something like that. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Sorry. I mean, what's your thoughts on the way that girl was drawn in chapter 5? I'm indifferent.
We don't know.
It's Miura. He gets a pass. God rest his soul in peace. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Check out our Patreon. Check out our spread shop. Great ways to support the channel. Thank you all so much for the super chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you. There aren't enough thank yous to express my...
Yes, and thank you for hitting the like button. That's a really big help, too.
Yeah, all that helps with YouTube algorithm.
YouTube.
Apparently.
All right.
I can't talk.
So,
everyone stay healthy.
Weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Stay minty!
Just have to throw the freaking hat again? Are you at least going to end the broadcast?
I got you, boo.